That's you. See, there you are. You're right
There
on
I
the
am.
screen there.
I made it just
There
in
you are.
time.
You did make it just in
I
time.
just got here.
You did just get here. Holy mackerel. You sure, yeah, you
Oh my
in the nick
gosh.
of time. What, are you missing something? What are you
I am
missing?
missing something.
What? Are we not?
Oh, okay.
Of
My
course
phone.
we're
My
fully
phone.
organized.
My
Where's your
phone's
phone?
missing. It's in there. Yeah. Can you run and get it? I'll start saying hi.
Of course. All right. You start saying hi.
I'll start saying hi.
I can
try.
hear. I think people can hear us. I think they can see us. That's an outstanding start to the show, if you
Okay.
ask me.
All right.
I mean, I'm not a professional, but I would say that's a good start. I'm going to leave that there so I can see if we're up and running. And
Okay.
I don't know. I'll
It's
be
just
back.
plugged in. All right. This
All
is
right,
there,
cool.
plugged in.
Excellent.
It's plugged in. Hi everyone. Let me see if I can. Let me scroll back up here. Let's see who's here. I see. I think Jamie already said hi to a few of you before the show started. I see Leanne and Nurse Nancy. Hi Ashley. Dan Austin's here. Robbie O'Malley. Lisa Eli. Let's see who else here. The Hubners are here.
Here you go, my love.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, here's your phone, my dear.
Hi, Tina.
Thank
Tina
you.
Spooner. I just emailed you back, Tina, a little while ago. Greg and Felicia Welch is here. Kimberly Hopkins, the show's special feature.
Is that as fast as you can roll through the names? You're going to need to go faster than that if you're going to keep up
Going
with this
Places
with
here.
this
I
crowd.
like that name, Going Places. Ocean to Ocean Travel is here. You want to take over?
Sure, I do. What's going on, everybody?
Much quicker.
Boy, oh boy. Okay. Well, thanks for holding down the yapping. Outstanding job, by the way, Sharon. Where'd you go?
Thank
You're
you.
what a rock star you are.
I have to have my phone. I feel naked without my phone. I don't know. I don't know what people did before cell phones.
You're I don't know what they did. You know what they did? They spoke.
I know.
They spoke to each other.
That's true.
They called and talked like real people,
I know.
stuff like that. I mean,
So
it seems like
texting
forever
everyone.
ago. I'm pretty sure it was like
I
10 years
know.
ago.
I know.
Do you remember when you got your first cell phone? Or what kind of cell phone it was? Am I putting you on the spot?
I don't. I'm trying to remember when.
Was it a Razor? Was it a flip phone?
Yeah, it was a flip phone.
I remember when I got my first slide phone, where you slid it up. That was freaking awesome.
I have a slide phone. I think I have a flip phone.
You look like a flip phone kind of gal.
Yeah, I remember when pagers were like the cool thing to have before the phones. Remember those?
Well, in about 10 years from now, we'll need flip
know.
phones with just the really big numbers on them, just so we can like dial 911 and stuff like that. Okay, guys, what's going on? Listen, let's just stop real quick and let me introduce to you all the person you're here to see. I'm not confused. I get it, right? I get it. I know everyone's here to see this person on the camera, and I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, Sharon from Sharon at Sea. Here she is for you.
Hey everyone.
What's going on? How are you?
Jamie from Sharon.
And I am Jamie. Thank you very much. And I know what you're going to say, so don't even say it. Where's Matthew? He's doing the same thing he does every Monday, pretending we don't exist and playing with dudes and friends on his computer.
Yeah, it's summer and he's having a good time.
What can I tell you?
School's going to be starting in like 3 weeks.
Yes.
So
he'll be busy with that kind of stuff.
And the next week we'll be doing a lot of heavy school shopping for him starting high school.
So anyway, all right, where did you leave off? It looks like you left off at Ocean to Ocean Travel. Is that right?
After Ocean.
Okay, hold on. Let me get warmed up. Let me have a drink here.
Oh, I can hear your phone. You have the volume on your phone.
That's okay. Can anyone out there hear my phone? Let me know. All right, guys, I just want to say hello to K Hughes 75460. What is going on? Michelle M is in the house. Jeremy Wilson's here. What's up, Jeremy? Morgan Alexander. It's a pleasure to have you at the cruise crew. Ann Smith. What is going on, Ann? How are you? Shelly Griffiths is here. Oh, cool. Now we can put some names to faces. Shelly, is this your first time here? Is that why you're saying that? Because these names and faces have been around the block. I mean, we've been around for a while. Amy Rogers is here. Anita Sebastian from Boston. Annette Thalman. What's going on? Scott Weber's in the house. Chris Barnett is here. Leanne and Nancy, the amazing Team SAS, the moderators. They're more than just moderators. They're women. They're wives. They are amazing mothers. They have amazing families. These girls are fantastic. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. The Claykowskis. John Claykowski's in the house. John, thank you for please shutting down all your electronics prior to entering the auditorium. We appreciate that. Ronnie Gilbert is here. What's up? Ice Tick is in the house. Amanda Shows. What's up, Amanda? How are you and Roy doing?
Oh, Amanda.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I know this is
Amanda, look what you started.
I know this is not the proper glass. I did not have time to dig the martini glasses out, and so I put it in my favorite I Love Lucy glass. Anyone who knows I Love Lucy, this is one of her famous episodes with the Vitamin D Vegemin.
That's your
Anyways,
favorite, isn't it?
But this is 40 is the new 20 I'm drinking tonight.
Or some version of that drink, I believe. It's got the base ingredients.
It has all the ingredients. I hope that they're the right amounts.
As long as
it tastes pretty good.
I guess we'll find out in about 25 to 30 minutes if you got the right amounts or a little too much of one or the other.
I even have the pomegranate this time.
Yes, and I guess let's go on to, we owe something special to Amanda, and I guess Amanda and Roy, maybe even to an extent Jeff and Kelly, but these guys were the ones who well, Amanda specifically turned Sharon onto the drink at the Alchemy Bar on a Carnival cruise on the Horizon, and turned her on to the 40 is the new 20. Since then, we've experimented, we've dabbled a little, we've put our toes in the pool, if you will.
And we even went to the Alchemy Bar several times on the Inspiration and had multiple drinks. We tried a lot more.
So we have entered into a world of martinis. Now Sharon made the comment we didn't get a chance to dig out the martini glass. I think that translates into we actually haven't gone out and bought the proper set yet.
We have a couple, but they are like literally way up high in the cupboard.
They're
dusty.
Junk. Yes, they're dusty and dirty, and I'm not even sure if they classify as a true martini glass. And we're going to go out and get ourselves some.
So we have been getting into martinis.
Yes. So I'm just going a little old school here with a little non-martini glass martini myself. So cheers to everyone out there. Sharon, cheers to you.
Cheers.
You are just such an amazing woman and wife, and I am so lucky to be here with you. Yummy. Cheers to everyone out there. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us. 194 people in the chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Let's get on with where we were here. DC810 is here. Daniel Donnelly, Kathy Zoda, Robbie O'Malley. I think he said hi to him. He deserves 2 hellos. Hello, Robbie. Hubner Hijinks and the High Seas are in the house. What's going on, guys? Stephanie Regina M is here. Hi, C, Cindy, and Paul. We are less than 100 days from having cocktails with those guys on the Carnival Horizon, and we couldn't be more excited about it.
It's going to be fun.
No, Richard Norwood, Whitney Castillo is in the house. Lisa Wise is here. Kayla Lemrick is here. Beth Ellinger, our neighbor from down the road. James Hester. Raphael Zingano. Raphael, by the way, congratulations to you and Alana for your 10K. That is a tremendous accomplishment. Speaking of accomplishments, did you just hit an accomplishment recently with your little YouTube channel, Sharonatsea?
Oh yeah, we did. We hit 13,000 this week.
That's it. You're just gonna.
We did.
Well, yeah.
It is another accomplishment.
Yeah, Sharon just goes. Yeah, we just hit 13,000.
Well, you kind of caught me off guard.
Well, whatever. There's a few people that had some milestones.
Yeah.
Yes, I might have taken a note here.
Yeah, we were excited for that. Every bit of growth. I mean, we get so excited.
Yes,
so.
We really do. We downplay it because we don't want to seem like we're too giddy with you in front of you guys, but we love it. Alana Zingano and Raphael just hit 10K. Congratulations, guys. Amazing job. The Degenerate Cruisers, Krista and Jason, just cracked 1,000 recently. Great job, guys. The Klaykowskis recently got 1,000 the other week. I think everybody knows that. Dave and Brandy's Excursions just hit the 1K mark. Life with Favor just cracked 8,000. So I don't know if Favor and Rob are on here, and we're too deep behind in the chat to know if they are at the moment. But congratulations, guys, to you. And one special milestone here, our very own. Do you want to say it or you want me? Nurse Nancy hit 800 subscribers on her YouTube channel. Congratulations, Nancy. We love you. You're doing an amazing job. Make sure you guys check out Nurse Nancy. I mean, when we're done here. I mean, after we're done here, it's cool. But make sure you go see our very own Nurse Nancy. We're waiting for Leanne to create her channel. I think she should, but we'll see what they do there. See if she gets that going. I jumped all the way to the bottom of the chat during all that shenanigans. I'm so sorry. So let me see where we are. Let me bounce through here really quick, guys. We saw them. Jennifer Kildo is here. I say Kayla Limerick is where I left off. Lufran Martinez, Pam S, Real Life Cruisers Australia are here. Good day, mates, to you guys.
We've been talking a little bit about Australia this week.
We have been talking about an Australia cruise out of maybe Brisbane.
Well, maybe.
Or Sydney or something like that, if I'm saying those
been
words
looking
correctly.
at a couple of them.
Michael Lozano, what's up? High Seas Paul is here joining his lovely wife Cindy. James Lucero. Carrie Dyer is in the house. Let's see. Looks like Nancy may have had to do something. We'll get back to that one, Nancy. Looks like you're already on the prowl. Mark Maxton is here. Haley Mann, Laisha L, Joseph Johnson, Tanya Weiss is here. Vicky C, Sue O'Connor, Jeffrey Pooler, Ella W is here. Jeremy Wilson, Janie F, Najuma Brown. What's going on, Najuma? Glad to see you. Lovely to have you. Raymond Leach, Rick Arcelli is here. What do you think I missed? I'm on a roll, babe. I am on a roll. When I'm on a roll like that, you can't just jump in front of a freight train and expect it to stop.
Did you say Eddie Moonshine?
Eddie Moonshine is in the
Okay.
house.
Okay.
Oh, great job. I miss him.
Yeah, and Janet Moyer.
Janet Moyer is
You
here.
missed a whole group.
I did. I apologize.
You're just like,
When you're rolling through the list, it
I
gets a
know,
little
you
crazy.
just kept rolling.
MLB Destination. Snowman's in the house.
Snowman.
What's up, Snowman? Coming at you live. Snowman, you get a wrench by being an amazing person, having a very long, very trusting relationship with the hostess and the host, or the hosts, or the hostesses, the cupcakes, if you will, the hostess cupcakes, the hostesses
Plural.
with the mostesses, and then, and only then, could it even be entertained to pass out that kind of responsibility. So that's the deal. And that means that they're a moderator. They control the chat. They control y'all from getting too crazy. And they are part of our team, Sharon at Sea, and we love them and appreciate everything they do. Ebony Gem 1, Cheyenne Menser is in the house. Let's see. Yvette Allen is here. Kim Taylor's here. Alana remembers when she got her first phone. I had one, a pager. That's what Cat Rose said. Motorola flip phone
Speaking
for
of
Paul.
pagers, remember when you used to, you could, I don't want to say text, but pay,
Sure.
what do you say when you page someone?
Yeah,
I
you
forget
pay
what you
someone
call
at,
it. But
yeah, you
would
put
in
let numbers at,
that
read
and
them
you
upside
flipped
down.
it and stuff. It made words upside down and things like that. I remember we used to do that like that. Those, yeah.
For sure, those are amazing. You could like you could send someone a page that said like I love you if they flip it over. I think you could also say boobs, but that might have been a different. I'm just throwing it out there. Just these are just things that pop into my head,
I don't know
and I
about
can't
that
control myself. Janine Cornoyer, what's going on? Newbie to the channel, really like your vlogs, and I hope I said your name almost correct. Thank you so much, Janine. Professor Eno, lovely to have you, sir. He says great Disney video. When's your next cruise? I hope the Sharon cam is working today. Professor Eno, I'm not gonna lie, we have we've stripped things down a little bit here for the live show. We're going back to some basics and focusing on maintaining connectivity, having a clean view, being able to hear us, and doing some of those things. And I'm working on a few new things to pop in, and right now I'm kind of between Sharon cams and other things, so
and the Sharon
bear
cam
with me
is
if you would.
partly my fault. Jamie really likes the Sharon cam. Me, I don't know, not so much. I don't know. So, but we'll see. Maybe it'll come back in the future. Our next cruise is in October, and that's our group cruise on the Carnival Horizon.
Yes. Another person asking for the Sharon cam, Del Brett is. So all guys seem to be asking for the Sharon cam. I wonder if that's a coincidence or not. DC 10 said there used to be a TV program, Romper Room. That was an amazing show.
Oh, yeah, I remember that show.
I do remember that. I mean, I don't remember that. I'm way too young to remember that. How dare you? Brian Mayhew is here. Edward Hastings. Latoya Deldrage is in the house. What is up? Joanne's here. Jeremy Wilson. Tammy R. I already said MLB Destinations. Oh boy, there are so many names. Journey with the Gingers is in the house. What's going on, guys? All right, I'm going to try to catch up a little bit and see what I have here. Oh, for Michelle Miller, first time in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome, Michelle.
Michelle be on the magic. Have loved watching our videos. Thank you. That is amazing of you. And we are so glad that you're here. Everyone, please give a special welcome to Michelle Miller, her first time here. And you're going to love the Carnival Magic. Ruby Tobar, Mike Cray is here. Holly Ayers. Darlene Boudwin is here. Griff and Alyssa are in the house. Or it's probably just Griff. I think Alyssa is still out and about. I think she's doing a CrossFit thing in the Netherlands, I think, is where she really is. They're trying to say that she's just away on a retreat or something, but I think she's entering a major intercontinental CrossFit thing, and Griff doesn't want to talk about it because he wasn't invited to it.
Oh.
I wonder, Griff, is there any truth to that rumor that I'm spreading,
goodness.
or is it all just legit? Anyway, glad to see you guys. We
I'm
love
sure
you guys.
she'll
Thanks.
be back soon, Griff.
York Ragsdale's in the house. Hi, y'all. Sorry I can't stay, but wanted to say hello. Catch you on the replay. York Ragsdale, that's not acceptable. You don't just come in here and drop. It's just not a Seagull live show. You just don't fly in, drop a poop, and fly out again. It doesn't work that way, man. So John, please call your friend and get him back here.
Well, we'll see you next week.
Charles Hahn is here. What's going on? Catherine Bentley is here. Shannon Rooks is here. All the regulars are in the house. Nancy, I don't know what that person did, but boy, they must have been out of control. Sorry I missed all that. 40 is the new 20. Rocks. You are so right, Amanda.
Yeah. And I tried what was the one I tried? The Martini Seduction on our last cruise too, and I liked that just as much, I think, as the 40 is the new 20. It was really good too.
I think we talked about that. There was a chance last time we did a live show, there's a chance we were still feeling the effects from all those martinis. So if things got crazy, we do apologize. Alana said, I love that you're making those from home now. Alana, that's one way to look at it. The other one is I'm concerned about your health and well-being now that you're making those at home now.
Well, we don't drink these every night, but we thought it would be fun to bring them tonight. No.
No, she's not. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. All right, I am going to skip everyone's thing. Amanda says martini glasses suck. I spill them anyway. Thank you so much.
Asked what is the new, or what's in the 40 is the new 20. It is.
Tell her what's up.
Vodka, cranberry juice, pomegranate like syrup or liqueur, or I guess you could use either. I think it's technically supposed to be syrup.
It's supposed to be a little of each, but you have in there the liqueur, just so you know.
And a little lemonade. Right, lemonade. Isn't that right?
There is a splash of lemonade in there.
Splash, yeah. So, and it's really good. It's a little, it's not a real sweet drink. You know, it's kind of a little more tart and sour. So I like my drinks a little more like that. So.
Yes, and I like my drinks a little more intoxicating, if that makes any sense. Never Stop, Never Stop. Thank you so much for watching that video. Never Stop, Never Stop has a comment here on what has proven to be the least watched video I believe that we've ever made. It's the one that I put the most effort into, the most time, the most blood and sweat, is my computer build video, and no one has no one has watched it.
Well,
but he watched it.
Not a lot of people go cruising or probably building computers.
How do you know?
So if we had more of a
statement.
tech channel, it may have gotten more.
Anyway,
but it was fun.
Never Stop. Jamie, watch your computer build 5 times. I'm about to pull the plug and try it. Do you mind email questions if we run into a house? How's it been performing for you? First off, no. Email or questions are always fine as long as we don't go off the deep end with it. Just being honest with you, but it's always cool. Hit me up anytime. And my computer's been running like a rock star, wouldn't you say?
We're using it right now.
Yeah, I mean, this thing's been a champ. The editing has been flawless. I mean, it's unbelievable, the upgrade. Now that I said that, I'm sure the entire show will take a crap. But Brian Francescone is in the house. Brian, what's going on, buddy? Brian is my new best friend that I've never met.
Oh.
You ever have one of those?
Not really, that I haven't met.
Okay, maybe I am weird. I don't know if that's what you're saying. But yeah, that's hello, Brian. Glad to have you here, buddy. Hope you have a cocktail. Enjoy yourself. Speaking of cocktails, Leanne, our amazing moderator, Leanne Francescone, was in Disney. Is it weird that we were in Disney and then a week later she and her entire family went? Is it almost like they planned it that way just so they could miss us? Is there any did that happen? I'm not sure, but they had an amazing time. I don't know how a family of 4 with 2 people under the age of 18 can drink and eat so much. It was an amazing sight to withhold. I was jealous, and I would just look forward to the next picture they would post. So thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it. Annette Thalman said, I had it 3 different times on our cruise. The first 2 were awesome. The third one, someone else made it. It was trouble. I'm thinking she's talking about the drink, and that can happen. You need to have consistency within your alchemists, the alchemy bartenders, for sure.
And that's like with any bar. You know, I could go have a margarita at one bar and go to another bar, and it might not taste as good as the last person made it. So a lot of times I'll find a bartender that makes me my perfect margarita, and I usually will go back to him or her every time. that they're there.
Excellent. Tina Thomas is here. Thank you so much, Tina, for the congratulations on 13,000 subscribers. We are super excited, and we thank all of you guys for that. Sonia H is here. Says our vlogs are great. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Can you put the martini drink on the link? Donna said.
I can. And if you are you on the cruise crew, Donna, I can post it there. And I'm also going to post a few alchemy bar recipes on my blog as well. I just haven't yet, but I will try to get to that this week. But I will post it, put it in the link
on the and
tomorrow.
Sharon's referencing the.
Give me till tomorrow.
No, we need it immediately following the show. Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. That's our little Facebook community with all the folks that are out here now and a bunch of others. So check that out. Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew on Facebook. So Tweety's here. What is going on? So Tweety, how you doing, girl? I was so sad to see your final vlog on your princess video series, and we're looking forward to your next ones. Make sure you check out So Tweety. Hillstorm 3, just checked out your cruise shirts. I may have to get something. Love the cinch bags. Thank you so much, Hillstorm. Look at this new shirt. Can you guys see my new deal right here?
That's a new...
Have I spilled anything on it yet? I've been wearing it for 5 minutes.
A new one Jamie got. It's so I'm going to try to... We're going to try to work on getting some other sort of designs posted on...
Where's this one from?
On Spreadshirt and Teespring, on both of them for people to purchase. It'll still have the little ship logo here. That's our logo, but we might try to do something like this. This was kind of a trial shirt, so hopefully in the next couple of 2, 3, 4 weeks we'll have some other options up there.
Yes, that is awesome. And if I might do a little shameless plugging, so the Teespring shirts are available, and any video we have, there's something called the merchandise shelf that is there on YouTube that you can get once you reach a certain level of subscribers. And so you can log in there and get any Teespring shirt you see, or you can also go to Spreadshirt. I don't have the address handy, but if you Google search
Spreadshirt, it's in the description box below the link.
Of course it is. I knew that. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to search, if you Google Sharon at Sea Spreadshirt, I'm pretty sure the first link that will pop up will be Sharon's Spreadshirt shop, and it will show a selection of items. And then if you click the menu, it'll show men's, women's, kids, and other stuff. So there's a whole bunch of stuff on Spreadshirt.
There's a lot of things. When it just pops up, you don't really see everything. You have to click on things to find it. Within Spreadshirt, some of the designs with the writing, you can't really see the writing. You have to, or certain things you can change. You can change or add text to any shirt. So you could get the shirt with just the ship, and if you wanted to say something else on it, you can actually, there's an edit button on there that a lot of people don't realize, and you can have text put in whatever you want to kind of personalize your own if you want.
Let's see, what else? KU75460 says, just got off the Vista last Monday, love the alternative schedule. Matt did a wonderful job and kept everyone engaged, even though it wasn't our itinerary. Hey, listen, I'm glad that you were able to get on there and you weren't one of the folks that lost out on the cruise and the likes of that. So good for you. I'm sure the Vista will come back stronger than ever.
Yeah.
Do they serve 40 as the new 20 on the Carnival ships? Yes, Chef Miggs. They are served, I think, exclusively at the Alchemy Bar. On almost all Carnival ships now have the Alchemy Bar, but exclusively at that bar.
Yeah, they have their own menu there. They'll make some other drinks too, but they have their own menu there, and that's one of the drinks on their menu.
Michelle M said, got a call from a Carnival personal planner because they saw me researching the website. Is it good to book through them or on your own? Well, Michelle, you can go through them and you can go on your own. And if you are logged into the website using like your VIFP number, someone will know that you're looking and they might call you. But I have Michelle, I have an idea if you want to, I'm just going to run this by you. You could also contact someone else sitting to my left. Maybe you're right on the screen, and they might be able to help you out with that booking too. I'm just throwing it out there. Thank you for letting me know.
Well, but if you do go to book, I would book on your own versus calling them back, because they're just a random person that works there. You're never going to talk to them again. You know, it's not like a personal vacation planner with Carnival where you can book all the time with them. So it's just kind of a random person. So you might as well book on your own. Yeah,
you could, if you want to, I mean, and you would know this better than me, but if you want to create your own Carnival personal vacation planner and you want to go with someone directly at Carnival, you can contact them, talk to somebody with some questions, And if you like what they're telling you, and they sound knowledgeable, and you feel like they're giving you the real scoop, you could create the relationship with them and have them as a PVP. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, I mean, I had, before I became a travel agent, I had the best PVP at Carnival, I think, and I felt really bad when I stopped using her because I became a travel agent.
Yes.
But she is awesome. But you know,
that is one way to go.
I don't need her anymore.
There you go. And that's what Nancy said. Book through Sharon. She's a travel agent, and she'll save you money. Well, maybe she will.
I'll try.
See. I was
it doesn't cost anything.
Crazy,
to book.
Crazy Cat Travis said, I was settling in here, but did I hear speak of an Aussie cruise for SAS?
Oh.
We were looking at a few things. We have a Royal Caribbean cruise that we need to confirm and get locked and loaded, and we were looking at some of the Royal cruises going out of some really neat places.
Yeah, although I don't, after looking though, I think we decided that we were not going to use it on that particular cruise. Because of I don't know, there were, okay, so let's bring it up. Our next cruise, next week we will be announcing what we chose for our next cruise, what our next Royal Caribbean cruise will be. We kind of started thinking that since we were able to get it for such a low deposit, $200, maybe we would just use it on something really cool, someplace we want to go, far, somewhere on our bucket list. But after looking at all the Royal Caribbean itineraries, the thing is, every place kind of on our bucket list that we want to go, when we look on it, for instance, Australia, it doesn't maybe include all the ports we want, or even Asia. One of the places I really want to go is not included on any of them. So, but it is on other cruise lines. So we kind of decided we'll probably end up using that on some type of Caribbean cruise, or maybe just for a particular ship or something. But we are looking at what we're going to be doing in 2021, and we have 3 big cruises we want to do. We're not going to do all 3, but we're going to do 2 of the 3, and we're looking at Australia, Asia, and Panama Canal, and we'll be doing 2 of those. I just don't know which ones yet, but we're looking at all different cruise lines to see which ones have the best itineraries. But our next cruise on Royal will probably be next May, the last week of May. So we'll just have to decide what ship we want to go on.
Just nailing it down.
Yeah.
See, I love when you guys are listening to Sharon talk about like cruise plans and
then I'll tell Jamie where we're going.
Yeah, and what we're gonna do and stuff. I'm like in the same boat you guys are. I'm listening attentively. Like, okay, what? Where? You want to go where? It doesn't have what port? What do you mean? That's not good enough. And I'm hearing a lot of this for the first time too. So whatever you just said sounds awesome, and you just let me know what time to get up, and if we're flying or driving, and we'll make it there. I promise you that. Let's see. Amy Rogers said, can't wait to check out the Bayside shopping place because of your vlog. Well, that's awesome. I think you will love it. We like it a lot. Professor Eno said, will there be a summer cruise with a bunch of content providers like Don's, Lalito Loca, Nancy in the near future?
Not a summer. With Lalito Loca, we have a group cruise planned for October of 2020 on the Carnival Breeze.
There's a few folks that might be going to that.
But as far as a group cruise I don't even know of anyone really having a summer group cruise. The thing with summer is, for some reason, it seems like a lot of people we have to cruise in the summer. Usually that's one of our options because the age of our son, and he's in school still. Yeah. So we kind of are limited on times we can cruise a little more. But a lot of people don't cruise in the summer because it is a lot more expensive.
Hot. And it's hot.
It's not.
The kids are out of school, so it's a little more costly.
Yeah, so people that don't have kids usually don't cruise in the summer, and they'll cruise other times. But we have to cruise in the summer.
A few folks are saying nice things about my computer build video. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Nancy, I know that you said that, but you guys don't have to run out and watch it unless you want to. I won't hold you accountable for it, and I'll never really know if you did or didn't. So you can just tell me you did, and I would never know the difference. But thank you guys for the nice words. I did hear that Royal ordered another ship, Vegas Night 99. That's cool. We love to see
Yeah.
these cruise lines continue to grow and create new cruise ships and new things for us to do. So it's super exciting to hear that kind of stuff. It's an I think I see where you made the correction. I think it's called the Icon ship. So I believe it's not even a class that's out yet, if I'm not mistaken. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I know that you will.
Well,
but these guys are jumping the gun big time,
like,
and I love it.
When Carnival announced the Mardi Gras before they named it Mardi Gras, it was what was it just called, the
It was
LNG
Bob.
or
I think
something.
they called it Bob.
Sure.
Well,
ship.
LNG was the power.
I know,
think.
but I think they just call it the LG ship, or I don't know, something like that. I can't remember, but they just referred to it until they named it.
Riddle Travels, what's going on? Travis Jackson, I need hotel ideas for Miami. We might tell you that if you want to get close to the port and Bayside Marketplace, there's some great places there, like the Intercontinental right near the Miami port. The Holiday Inn is great down there. Those are right there, right next to the Bayside Marketplace. You can have a really fun night. And if you have a higher level room, there's a good chance of seeing the ships pull in the morning. Otherwise, just if it doesn't matter, and crash at the hotel near the airport, at a hotel near the airport.
And there's a lot of Hampton Inns, some closer to the airport, like the Hampton Inn and Blue Lagoon. There's also a really nice Hilton Blue Lagoon that we stayed at before. There's other Hamptons, I think Brick Hampton, Brickell, and
a couple different towns nearby.
There's another one, and then there's also one not too far from the port, and those are always good options too if you don't want to be right, across the street from the port.
And you could always stay at our favorite hotel chain. You guys see what I'm doing there? What's our favorite hotel chain, Sharon?
Should we give that answer out right now, since
it
the
is.
contest
You guys know
actually
that
over?
The Sharon at Sea giveaway contest has officially closed. You may or may not know that, and it did end last evening, yesterday night, at the stroke of midnight, wherever you were, because it's not like we were up at midnight checking. But whenever we woke up today, if you didn't have your submission in, I'm sorry, but you are SOL, submission out of luck on the deal, and we are excited to go through all the answers to the questions. See who's you have any insight for us?
Well, I don't have the questions
any
in front
feedback
right now. So next Monday night, we will be announcing the winner.
Yes.
And before we announce the winner, we'll go over the questions with everyone and let them know the answers.
For sure.
But if you want to know our favorite hotel chain, this was probably one of the most tricky questions actually out there. We got a lot of different answers. A lot of people put Hampton Inn, a lot of people put Embassy Suites, and we have mentioned that Embassy is one of our favorite hotels.
Yes.
But I believe the question was hotel chain or hotel brand. I forget how I worded it. So what we were actually looking for is Hilton, because we have said multiple times how we usually stay at Hilton brand, Hilton chain hotels.
There you go. Trick question. Nailed you guys on that.
We racked up the points for some free stays. So,
Timothy Walter said, money not being an issue, what would be your perfect cruise?
Oh, it would be totally different with both of us.
Well, mine would be any cruise where I could spend as much time with Sharon as possible. What would yours be, honey?
Mine would be a world cruise.
Nailed it.
Mine would be a world cruise.
Let's see.
Although I don't really have that on my bucket list, because I don't know. Someday I'd love to do that.
Someplace far away, leaving from an exotic European port is probably the best way to go.
A couple of the ones I really, really want to do in the next few years. I want to go to Australia. I want to go to Asia. I would love, love, love to go to any cruise that went to Iceland. It's just hard to find the right one.
Yes.
There's not that many that go there.
All right, here's a couple more things. I apologize. We need to go through some of these questions.
Those are a few places.
Haley Mann said immediately leaves the search for the blog. You don't have to search for it. sharonatsea.com. Boom, it's all there for you. Let's see. Shava's mom said, I must admit I didn't subscribe until you sailed Royal. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you subscribing. And now that we have opened up the door to more cruise lines, I think our next cruise line outside of Carnival is
Norwegian.
Excellent. We're super excited about that.
We'll be on Norwegian Encore in January.
Tiff and Dre TV said, did you try the Robo Bar on Symphony of the Seas? We did not try it, I will tell you for two reasons.
We went over there and watched
We went over and watched a little bit, but a couple of times we went by and there were a bunch of people there, and it just wasn't the time to have a drink. We didn't seek it out when we wanted to drink. So that didn't work out for us.
One time it wasn't working.
Yes, and then another time that wasn't operational. 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 That's what I want to say.
Operational.
So there you go. Let's see. What else? Let me jump ahead a little bit. I don't want to. I want to document and build the ships. Ann Smith, no, you're right. I love watching those documentaries too. I'm jumping ahead a little bit. It's 6:37. I'm officially jumping to 6:33 in the chat. If you made a comment before 6:33 with a question, please put it again so that we can see it, guys. Thank you so much. Daniel Donnelly's got 102 more days till he boards the Breeze. Almost time for him to break out double-digit dancing shoes. That is awesome.
Nice.
We just went below 100 days on our group cruise coming up, so we are so excited for that.
Yeah.
That'll be amazing.
We're putting a lot of focus for us now is going to be going into that cruise, kind of preparing for that.
Mm-hmm. Trevor Glockler's in the house. What's up, Trevor? Tony Barnett is here. Hello, Tony Barnett. Tony, and I'm sure hopefully somewhere nearby, his lovely
Tony.
wife, Jenny, from a little old channel by the name of La Lido Loca. We were talking about milestones earlier. I think they just hit 500 subscribers.
Oh my gosh.
Is that, no?
Maybe
Do I have
50,000.
Am I behind on it? I thought it said 500. Was it 50,000? I must have lost a couple zeros. I am so sorry, Tony, if I said that wrong. What's going on, my brother from another mother? Lovely to have you here. Let's see, where else are we? Filling the planning calendar right now. Tony looking at the Vista this fall as a 25-meter target. Going places said, talking about his next cruise.
Is it true that the several decks on the Magic smell like sewage?
Michelle Miller asked that question.
You know what? Last time we were on the Magic was a few years back, and nothing smelled on the Magic when we were on it.
Yes.
I have heard a few people say that certain areas do. You know, I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, listen. I know. I don't know whether you're just not wanting to say something or whatever.
No, I don't know.
When you get on these ships, they are enclosed. There are a lot of people there, and it only takes one person to throw a hot mess of stuff down the toilet and clog up an entire highway of poop canals, if you will, for lack of a better term. And all you need is one person to screw up the whole deal, screw the pooch, as we say, and mess everything up. And every once in a while, something's going to back up, and it's going to give an odor that's going to linger a little bit. That's bound to happen. Normally, you get it a little more on the lower decks because they're a little more enclosed. The upper decks have a little more place, some more area for the smell to exit, balconies and stuff like that.
Ships that are a little bit older, you know, you might tend to smell a little more too.
I mean, listen, one of the most famous ships, I think, to have a foul odor issue.
Although that was a brand new ship,
was the MSC Seaside,
and that
right?
was brand new.
And that ship came out of the gate with a horrible reputation for foul odor smells. Since then, we know a half dozen people who have cruised on it and commented there was no issue at all with odor, and I had an amazing cruise and the ship was gorgeous.
I think they kind of, whatever was causing it, they were able to fix it.
And remember, if you walk by some guy's room that hit the buffet 4 times that day and hit the Mexican bar 3 times, and they just happen to open the door at the wrong time and the airflow comes out, that doesn't constitute a foul-smelling deck. It just means that cabin, 107 is a hot mess right now, and that's all it means. So,
anyways,
so there you go.
So yeah, but I have heard that. I don't know for sure. We haven't been on it in the last few years.
Michael Burns, we're doing great, bud. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate that. Let's see. What else do we have going on? Anyone have any hotel recommendations for Tampa? Lucy Murray, glad to see you. How are you?
We have never stayed in Tampa, but I believe they have an Embassy Suites and a Hampton Inn pretty close to there, one or the other. So
Michelle M. jumped
I
over
would
the Embassy
recommend that
Suites.
because we always, our first choice is always Embassy or Hampton.
Yep, you got that
And I
right.
think, I can't remember which one it is. It may be both, but I think they're pretty close to the port, from what I heard.
So Tweety says Embassy Suites are great, free drinks every night. You are so right, girl.
That's one reason we like
We
them.
love that. B-Satin67's here. What's going on? Tony, Howard Johnson's is close. That's a close answer, but it was not the correct answer. But thanks for playing. We appreciate it, man. We love that you got involved with the channel. Thank you so much for the support. Mary Westlake is here. What's going on, Mary? K. Joe Kelly, leaving on my first cruise Friday to the Baltic Sea. Any advice? Yes, please. Join the Sharon Sea cruise crew and post a lot of pictures because that sounds like an amazing, amazing time. And we would love to get jealous all week next week and watching your pictures from the Baltic Sea.
Sounds like an amazing itinerary.
Yes. Hey, take your expectations down a notch. Go with the flow. I don't even know what cruise line you're on,
Wow.
but pay attention to whatever newsletter they put in your cabin that talks about all the things to do, and make sure that you highlight things that really look like something you're interested in. And don't be afraid to walk out of a talk or a presentation or something like that if it's boring you or you're not getting enough out of it or it seems like more of a sales pitch. You may run into a lot of those. And we saw a lot of them when we were newer cruisers,
Yeah.
and we sat through a lot of like 45-minute talks about shopping in ports when it really was more like just promoting
certain places
to go to,
were
they have a
affiliated
relationship with and stuff.
Yeah.
That's natural, but don't be afraid to say, you know what, I'm done here. I need to go to the Lido deck and get some sun right now. Thanks for the good talk, but I'm out of there.
That is one amazing itinerary for our first cruise.
Yes, have fun. Have fun for sure. Have a good time. Michelle M said, darn, one question wrong already. That's your teaser for the questions, but we'll see. I can tell you this. You've only glanced at like maybe a half dozen of them, and almost every one of them got that question wrong.
Yeah, there was a couple that got that one right, and I think there might be one person that got them all right that I've looked at so far, but most people missed.
Trevor's got a question.
one.
Best way to get from George Bush Airport to Galveston? What's the best way to get there? Man, bust out your wallet, Uber it,
and be ready to pay the price.
Yes.
It's very expensive going from Galveston, or going from George Bush to Galveston, and also, I can't remember the name of the other airport, the closer one.
There's
Southwest
George Bush
flies into.
and Houston Hobby.
Houston Hobby, that's it.
Boom! I nailed that.
You did.
Thank you. Did I win a prize?
But it's very expensive.
Hey, is anyone with me? Is anyone out there watching this and saying, Sharon, the first thing you did was talk about your drink, and now you haven't taken another sip out of it the whole show?
Oh, well. Okay, I will.
You're so busy talking. You were so talkative tonight. I love that you were
anyways,
so talkative.
Oh,
Is this your second drink?
no.
Because you're talkative like you might have had one already.
I've been getting a lot of sleep since I haven't been working.
Tony, no, this isn't like the carnival trivia, so you don't just get to fill in the answer later and then consider it correct. I don't think it works like that.
Oh, but anyways, take an Uber. It will be a little cheaper if you can. Last time we were there were certain levels of Ubers that weren't allowed in the port, but I think they are now. So check on that before you take one. Also, you can take a taxi too, but it'll be a little bit more. But I'm trying to remember.
But I will say this: if the Uber,
like 100 and it was literally like 100 and
it's 100 something.
80, 160.
Well, I don't think it was. I think it was 160.
160 one way to get to the port from George Bush, and then it's about half that from Houston Hobby.
And don't be afraid if the Uber or the Lyft can't go all the way into the port. They can park like an eighth of a mile away, and you can just get out and walk 5 minutes. It'll be super easy for you.
And there's really not any way around that. My sister lives around the Houston area, so we're kind of lucky whenever we cruise out of Texas. We'll usually stay at her house that night before, and she gives us a ride to the port. So we usually only have to get transportation back to the airport.
Daniel Donnelly said he didn't appreciate the loaded question. He's immediately unsubbed from the channel. Come on, Daniel. Johnny B from Bella Travel says H honors. We love the Hilton honors. You're right about that. Yeah. So Tweet said brownie points for Jamie. Yes, that is correct. We have something in common, Jamie and Sharon. Hilton and World Cruise. Woohoo. All right, Linda Lou, that's a great idea. Elizabeth Sorrell, did you say there'd be a group cruise October 2020? We just booked October 24th, 2020 on the Breeze. Well, guess what? You, Elizabeth, just booked the best cruise that may ever happen. Because you just joined the Sharon at Sea La Lido Loca or La Lido Loca Sharon at Sea, whatever you want to call it, group cruise. Congratulations. Ding, 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 ding. You just won a jackpot.
Well, that is our group cruise that day. But
yes, that's what I'm saying. She booked a cruise. She just booked October 24th, 2020 cruise on the Breeze. Yeah. And that's the group cruise
that is our group cruise.
Sharon at Sea and La Lido Loca are going on. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that is our group cruise.
World Cruise with which cruise line? Professor Eno says.
You know what? It's so far out probably that I have not even looked into it. And I know a lot of the cruise lines don't really do world cruises. I know Holland America does some great world cruises. I think Princess does too. It'll probably be one of those because it's more limited to what cruise lines do world cruises.
Let's see.
But that'll be way down the road. We'll be retired, and I don't know. That's definitely.
So Tweety said, whatever you do, don't take a metered cab. Lyft and Uber will give you the price up front. Lesson learned the expensive way. Ouch, so Tweety.
Yeah.
Leanne said, did Sharon pregame? Pregame with your cocktail. That's what she's referencing.
Oh.
Pregame.
No, I didn't. I know.
She gets
I got it. No, I didn't actually. I've been getting a lot of sleep since I've been working less. That I'm just full of energy.
Wow. Well, that's got to be a treat for me because I'm getting less sleep than ever. D&G Explorers, what's going on, boys? Lovely to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining us. I love those guys. It's always fun watching their stuff, and we're going to hang out with them in Disneyland one day. I may have committed to that.
We actually, our daughter's going to Disneyland in November, and I don't know.
It's another thing. I have no idea what she's talking about right now.
If she goes, we may think about joining her, and we may go over there in November. We'll see.
Yeah, and we should meet D&G Explorers somewhere in the park and have a drink.
I think it'll be over Thanksgiving.
Jeffrey Endicott, man, I do not know. Any recommendations for San Francisco excursions? We've not cruised that Pacific coastline. We've gone south to Mexico, but we haven't done the San Francisco or any of that stuff. We left out of Seattle to go to Alaska. I don't know anything, and I'm embarrassed and sorry to say about San Francisco. But what I would say is if you get off a ship there, go to Fisherman's Wharf and have some amazing fresh seafood. Yeah. That would be what I would probably try to do. Best way to go.
I'm sure. I would think there would be a lot of things to see really close to the port there. If anyone knows who's been there.
Tony Catalano said, thanks for all the help. Time to pack for Symphony this Saturday. Much love. Tony, man, have a great time. If you're, I don't know if you're still there, but dude, have a blast. You're going to love it. And I hope anything you saw in our videos might help you out in having a tiny better time. Yeah. A number of people commenting on the Galveston thing. It is a little costly because Galveston is so far. And one more thing I will tell you guys is, depending on when your ship's leaving, give yourself plenty of time. I remember one day driving from Galveston back to the airport when our cruise was done. And this was at about the same time we would have been driving the other way if we were going to the cruise. And on the other side of the freeway coming down, it was a parking lot. Yeah. For miles. It was dead stopped because of construction they had going on. And I was like, oh my God, if this was happening last week, we would have been in that, and instead of getting to the port at like 9:30 or 10 at the latest, we would have got there at like 1 or 2. We would have been so upset about that. So
another thing with Galveston is if you are booking airfare to return, that's one port you don't want to kind of cut it close with your time, because in certain months, usually in the more winter months, I think, like winter, early spring, if I remember right. We cruised in February. It can be really foggy in the mornings when the ship's coming back into port. Yeah. And so the ship will either slow down, sometimes almost stop. Like ours stopped, and it had to sit there for probably a good hour or a little more before it could continue on. It had to let the fog kind of let up a little before it could continue on into the port. So that held things up. So if we would have had a flight, like at noon or something, or 11 something, like a lot of times.
Could have been tough. Could have been tricky.
You may not make it. So that's one port. Sometimes you might want to make sure you book a more afternoon.
Donna Leonard said Carnival picks you up for $39.99 before noon. Donna, you probably mean from the airport, maybe the Carnival shuttle. Is that what you're talking about? And that's cool, but when you do that, I feel like it takes a little while to get down there. You may not get to the port till about 2.
An option.
And by 2, I like to be knee deep into my 3rd cocktail and about 2 rounds through a buffet or some other form of lunch.
Yeah, so that's true. The cruise line will offer some lesser expensive way to get there.
We may have some options.
I didn't even think about that. We never use the cruise line transportation. We've never have. So.
Ruth Todd made an excellent point here. Half of those watching haven't hit the like button yet. Come on, she said. If you're enjoying the content, if you feel that Sharon, because I know I'm not worthy, but if you feel that Sharon is worthy of a thumbs up, please feel free to hit the button that you see on your screen. And if you don't see a button on your screen, maybe Klaykowski can help you with this. He's got the best video around on it. But if you don't see a button on your screen, close the chat, hit the button, open the chat. You're right back where you began. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nurse Nancy and Ruth Todd.
Shannon Rock says 40 minutes from the airport and an hour and a half from the port.
You got that right. And now we know that Shannon, though, can give us a ride next time we're in Galveston. Thanks very much. Professor Eno says, Sharon is a nurse and Jamie's occupation is... That is great. You are absolutely right. Thanks for asking.
He's in retail management.
I am a retail manager.
He's a retail manager.
That is correct. We've had, it's easy for Sharon to say she's a nurse because then you know what she does. And no one's going to say, like, what hospital? Because they wouldn't know what hospital if you know, or whatever the case is. Technically, she's not at a hospital. But anyway, so that's that. But for me, I don't necessarily say where exactly I work because there may not be a lot of places that to narrow it down. And you hear those horror stories about, you piss somebody off on the internet and they torture you at work and all that kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
But I am
ideas in people's heads.
I am a retail manager, and I can tell you that before working at the place I worked now, I was a store manager for Sports Authority for 7 years until they unfortunately had to close down, which I was not responsible for. I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, we really miss Sports Authority.
So we did get a lot of good deals on stuff there.
Deals at cost there.
There you go.
Yeah, we stocked up before.
Tony said that, somebody, can you guys help Tony? He said he hit the thumbs up button twice. And that's not a good...
Oh, is that one of those thumbs down?
I thought maybe he knew a little bit about that. Trevor said, nice, Jamie, I'm a retail manager as well. Thank you very much. Thumbs up to the retail people. In my world, I get up at 3:30 in the morning. I'm at work by about 4:30, 4:40. I have about a 35-minute drive to work to get there, about an hour and 5-minute drive to work in the afternoon, or home, I should say, in the afternoon. So that's what I usually do. Sam Klein, what's going on, Sam? Glad to have you here, buddy. We haven't seen you in a while. I remember when you had 50 viewers in the live stream. Times have changed. Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and we love it. Thank you. You guys are amazing. 232 people here right now is overwhelming and humbling, and we thank you guys so much for being here. And we really appreciate that stuff. I heard ESPN was interested in booking a group cruise, said Blaine 2007, the Klaykowskis and Tony Barnett. I have it as a potential top 5 sporting event of the century, air hockey, he says. Air hockey's going on. It's going down, and I believe that Sharon challenged Jenny from La Lido Loca to a ping pong match. I thought you did while we were on Symphony of the Seas.
Oh, maybe.
I think you were getting a little ferocious on the ping pong table. And you said, you know what, I'm going to take on Jenny. And I'm going to crush her. That's exactly what you said. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Any idea when Carnival released their fall 2021 dates? Do you recall?
Probably within the summer, early fall. Right around that time.
Yes.
Coming up in a couple months, probably.
Tony goes, I got to figure out who's going to work my corner. Cut me, Mick. Cut me, Mick. Is that a good Rocky impersonation? Cut me, Mick. Cut me, Mick. Tony, what do you think about that?
Stop. Oh,
you don't like that? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Come on, that's a great impression right there of Sylvester Stallone and Rocky. Galveston port fees are cheap, by the way. Entertainment, there's a reason I live in an apartment 8 miles from work. I have some serious PTSD from driving into Houston. Oh my God, Slinky.
Oh my God.
We 2 or 3 times we were in Houston with our kid who was living out there for a while. It was unbelievable.
Our daughter lived there for a while. We went to visit her, and oh my God, the driving was horrible.
Yes, for sure. Toby, thank you so much, man, for the super chat. We appreciate that.
Toby.
Toby, our next group cruise is coming up in less than 100 days. It is our Sharon at Sea group cruise on the Carnival Horizon, October 13th. There are still a few cabins available. Now, unfortunately, there's not a lot of time to make a deposit and then pay on it for a while.
Final payment is due at the end of this month.
Yes, so you might have to fork up some chump change pretty quick on the deal, but there are still a few cabins left on the ship, so if anyone wants to get involved in the Sharon at Sea group cruise, I believe there's about 15, 16, maybe a little more cabins worth of folks that are lined up to be on that. Am I right?
We left that are...
No. People that are involved, folks that are going to be going, people that have joined all the fun.
I think
that kind of deal.
18 cabins.
So about 18 cabins of folks that are going to be there for the Sharon at Sea group cruise. We're very excited. It's our first one. Amazing people are going to be there, like Nurse Nancy, Beth Ellinger, and her husband Doug are going to be there. High Seas Cindy and Paul are going to be there. A bunch of other people are going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Did I miss anybody? Like that I should have rolled off the tip of my tongue? I do
Well,
that. If I miss you, I'm
missed a
so
lot of
sorry.
people.
Okay,
But-
those are
but
just
I
a
don't
few
know
names,
who's
just
here.
boom, that just rolled off. A lot of people are going to be there. Bunny Afloat said, so happy we found you. We've learned so much already.
Oh.
Hey, you know, we appreciate that. I'll tell you what.
Oh,
Bunny, that comment actually means a lot to us.
it
We
does.
love to share a lot of information, but we really also love to sit here and just have a lot of fun with you guys. And sometimes we're like, hey, maybe we should really just buckle down and just talk cruising on the live show. Like just
Well,
Q&A the heck out of it and really just
think
straight lace
the,
it and get professional.
The cruise talk can
And I
come
just can't
with
do it.
other videos. This is kind of, I think, where we can answer questions, talk about cruising, but also have a good time and, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
I just like, I
But-
mean, it's kind of like if we were just all hanging out in a big room together, just shooting the breeze. This is kind of how I think it would be.
Yeah, but speaking of, what'd you say, information things, we actually are going to
Oh,
start.
yeah.
Yeah, well, a while back we started putting out some videos every so often, which were kind of our travel series, we called them. They were things to do in different ports, which we will probably still continue that along. We've done several ports, and eventually we'll do a few more ports. But we're going to start something, actually we're going to post our first one tomorrow, and I'm going to try to post one every day. Don't hold me to it. It may only be 4 or 5 times a week, but we are going to post.
Yeah, I don't think
some,
you'll get the everyday.
We are going to post some cruise tip videos for over the next few weeks, and then I'm going to put them all in a playlist so that you can just go to this playlist and have lots of information available. And they are going to be all random tips, all different types of things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them will be for newer cruisers. There's even a few things we have for seasoned cruisers in there.
Yes.
And they're going to be just random things like from getting to the port. As far as port, one video that actually I've already made. We have to edit it, but it's going to talk about if you're driving to the port.
Shh, don't give your secret out. Someone else will jump on that idea and post it.
If you're driving to the port.
That Klaykowski guy.
Outside.
He'll slip it right out from under
Outside
you.
places to park besides the cruise port that are
Oh,
less
that's a good topic.
expensive, as well as park and cruise type hotels.
Mm.
But besides the video, in the description I'm going to post a link, and I'm going to have a whole list for you of places to park and places to stay that are park and cruise options in just about every port in the US. So you can just click on that and find places to stay. So I'm going to post a lot of information out there like that, and just a lot of really quick tip videos, totally random stuff, but things that maybe I've been asked in the past, things that we do to save time, save money, whatever the case is, that might help you. So that's something we're going to try to do.
So, Tweety, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You as well are a wealth of information, but thanks for saying that. Listen, we better be. We have been on a number of cruises. The number is actually about 26, so we've been around the block, and although it's primarily been Carnival, you know, there's a lot of things that are going to be similar, processes, procedures, and things like that. Of course, the different cruise lines are a little bit different, but there's a lot of things that are similar. And when it comes to ports and excursions and all that kind of stuff, it's all the same, really. The ship's going to have basically the same excursions. Each ship will have something very similar to the other ones, based on the type of folks they're carrying. And I mean, Holland America is not probably going to have a lot of zip lining tours going on out of the ship, but you know what I mean. And but doing stuff off the ship, I mean, that's all going to be similar stuff. And so if you guys ever have questions or anything, drop them in the Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew page, and ourselves or any one of the other wealth of knowledge, you know, some very wise folks that are there who've cruised a lot will definitely throw you answers and help you out.
Emily says she's taking her son this night
yes.
on her. Oh, okay. On a
Go ahead.
cruise this spring. Just the two of us. What's your opinion on skipping getting off places to get easier access to the things on the ship?
Yeah, I think she's saying stay on the ship so you can enjoy the ship a little bit.
Hey, that's great.
We love it.
We do that sometimes. If we've been to a port several times, we'll sometimes stay on the ship if it's not a port where there's a lot of things we're interested in doing. I would, you know, if it's not a port where you want to get off, stay on the ship and do some things. I'm all for that. Although if it's a port that maybe has something interesting or a port you've always wanted to go to, I mean, then definitely get off and do something just to get a feel for it. But you will, in the morning, there will be, I guess, more time to do things. Usually in the afternoon, early afternoon, people start getting back on the ship, and then it starts getting crowded again.
Yeah, and they go right to the food venues, so
do.
eat early.
Everyone goes right to the buffet.
But you can get off for like 2 hours to do something quick and then come back to the ship and have a lot of time on your own to enjoy the ship.
Yeah.
And we've started doing that now that we've cruised a little more. We love doing it. Tony, thank you. He said that my impersonation was solid, sounded just like Rambo.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think that Rocky and Rambo sound a lot alike, so I think that ought to be good. Nothing is over! That was a little more like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think Carnival will ever build a ship without the whale tail? That's what Raymond Leach said.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. That's their iconic symbol.
Maybe yes.
An
Years down the road,
adjusted
but
whale tail,
probably not
something
in
a
our
little
lifetime.
different, but I don't think they'll go away from that. I think if they did, they are just saying, they're just totally changing and saying goodbye to anything that you know of as Carnival.
Well, Fun Ship Freddy went away though.
Anything in 2020 and
Fun Ship Freddy.
oh my God, that was devastating when we lost Fun Ship Freddy. I remember him like it was yesterday. Danielle Frank said anything in 2020 and 2021. Nothing in 2021 yet, I don't think. Or
Well, we do
or
have.
just something I don't know about.
Well, we do have the one cruise booked in 2021, but I'm going to be canceling it. I just haven't yet. I'll cancel it we have a cruise to Asia in January on Princess Cruise Lines, but I'm going to be canceling it because the port that I really wanted to go to got canceled.
Yes.
So anyway, but we will be booking another one.
Roy and Amanda, good night. They might be gone already, but hey guys, thanks for coming. We love you guys. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Oh, the 2021 we have a few cruises.
2021 or 2020?
Or 20. I'm sorry, 2020.
2020, there's a bunch. I just want to say goodbye to those guys if they're still here. Go ahead. What do you got in 2020?
Let's see, 2020. We'll be on the Norwegian Encore, the Panorama for the second time. What else do we have? Oh, we're going to be on the Mardi Gras.
Hold on, did you say we're going on the Panorama? Or are we going to the Panorama or the Panorama? Rama or Rana?
I don't know. I say
Panorama.
I say Panorama.
Okay. And when are we going on that one?
March 7th.
March 7th. So early in March, we are going on the Panorama. That's cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good cruise.
Yeah. And then we have our group cruise at the end.
And that's down the road. We get to drive there.
2020.
That'd be cool if somebody else we knew was going on that cruise. What else do we have going on? Scott Weber said I won't be able to make the fall 2020 cruise. Alexis wanted to go to Japan, and I have a 2-week cruise booked there on the Celebrity Millennium. Aw, Scott can't come out and party with us because he's got to go to Japan.
Oh, well.
We don't feel sorry for you, man. That'll be an amazing cruise.
Well,
I would
can't wait
almost
to go to Japan.
I would almost blow off the group cruise to go to Japan. I mean, I wouldn't, but I'm just saying it's that good of a time you're gonna have. So I'm jealous.
Yeah. Japan's awesome.
Yeah, someone was saying that they're going on the Horizon, and Mike Burns said you'll like the Horizon. That was the first ship we went on. It was a great time and a great crew.
Yeah.
Oh, or he's saying that to us. We've been on the Horizon and we had an amazing time, and we went early this year, and we are super excited to go again. It's just kind of a coincidence that was the cruise we chose for our group cruise.
I'm kind of curious to go on it again because we had some of the best customer service, and I mean it was one of our best cruises as far as the staff and everything goes. But it was our milestone cruise too, so I'm curious when we go back, and I know a few of the people that we met, some of the dining staff and the cruise director are not going to be there on our group cruise. They're going to be off on their vacation, so there's going to be some different staff on it this time too, so I'm kind of curious how it's going to be. Is it going to be just as good or not quite as good, so we're kind of curious how it's going to be.
I know, I'm hoping it's going to be as good.
Yeah. I need to email the maitre d'. I'm hoping the maitre d' is still going to be the same one on there.
We'll see. We had a great time with the dining staff there.
Yeah.
Chris Unknown said, have you taken a look at Virgin Cruise Ship Scarlet Lady? We did, but we're not going to go because we have a son who goes with us, and he won't be 18 for 4 more years. So unfortunately, Virgin's just out of our. It's not our deal.
Yeah.
It's not something that we want to go. And by the time he graduates, we'll be old enough that I don't know that Virgin's going to want us on the ship. It certainly seems geared to the young and the restless, the young, the beautiful. I mean, Sharon can still rock it walking around the beach or the pool, I should say. But I am not going to be rolling out there on the Lido deck on a Virgin in my Speedo anytime soon. It's just not in the cards.
My gosh. Yeah, we cruise with our son, so we can't do any adult only activities, unfortunately.
Amy, you were forgiven. Amy's been watching on the TV, so couldn't say hi. Now on the phone reading the chat.
Okay.
Amy, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Let's see, what else do we have going on?
No coffee for Tony.
Tony, no coffee, dude? Are you all right?
Oh my gosh.
You must be freaking out, man. Those guys live on that coffee. They live. Tony had said, looking forward to your video. Oh, Professor Eno said to Tony, looking forward to your videos. Consider creating other channels with different content. Yeah, Tony is like expanding. The guy's an amazing, amazing creator. I don't know that I know anyone as creative and ingenious as that dude. Super smart. It's got amazing stuff. Speaking of creative, Shawana's Creative Circle is in the house. Did I just segue that amazingly? Did you anybody out there catch that segue? That was tremendous. Bernie Billy, what's going on? Thanks, Bernie. We appreciate the compliment. You're awesome too, Bernie. Let's see. Linda Lou said, Shawana, did you hear Bruce's sad news? You know what? That's right. We haven't mentioned that, and maybe we should touch base on it. Yeah. It's not anything. I mean, it's a horrible, horrible story, and it just came out yesterday that let's take it down a notch here, and I'm going to try to be a little more serious, but a young child, a toddler, lost their life yesterday when there was a freak accident that happened on the Freedom of the Seas, a Royal Caribbean ship that was down in Puerto Rico. And if you guys saw it, it's been in the news, a lot of posts. We also run a site called Cruising Carnival with Kids on Facebook, and that site has been blowing up with people posting about this all day long and commenting on it. But some of the details are a little fuzzy, but the bottom line is a tragic accident happened. A child fell from a very high deck, fell to the deck below as the ship was docked in Puerto Rico. The child unfortunately lost her life shortly after at the hospital, pronounced dead. And it's just a tragic, tragic story. And I've seen so many people in our other group talking about, I'm going to rethink my cruise, and that's what I'm afraid of. And I mean, listen, it's horrible and it's a tragedy, and it stinks. I mean, tragedies happen to everyone every day in every walk of life, and things happen that are crazy and unexpected. And I can't even imagine how the family feels. There's the potential that the child is being held by a grandfather, and the child may have squirmed or gotten loose out of the hands and fallen. I mean, I can't even imagine the feeling that would have. I mean, we've had Matthew cruising with us since he was 2, and although
I can't even imagine.
It's unfathomable. But anyway, it's a sad, sad story. You guys will see it out there a little bit. I'll be frank with you guys. You know, we haven't done a lot of cruise news lately. We've been so busy with a lot of other stuff we've been doing, and we're gonna get back into that as our cruises and our vlogs kind of slow down a little bit and stuff, and make sure we're bringing you guys some good content on a regular basis. This was not. There's some guys that handle the news on a regular basis, and we leave it to them. It's just something they do, and we're just not going to touch the story. It's just a bummer story. And so anyway, we just thought we'd let you guys know. If you haven't heard about it, you can search it on Google. You get the lowdown. It's just a horrible thing. And so we really feel for the family and everyone involved and everyone on the cruise. And it's got to be horrible. So that's my serious moments of the day. And thanks for listening. Linda Lou, I got to assume that's what Linda Lou is mentioning there. Because I saw that Bruce had put that story out. Anyway, so Tweety mentioned that. So Tweety, I think that's what they're talking about, but you guys might already be talking about it in the chat. Let me jump ahead and see. I saw that story too, so sad. Southern Granite said, I think people need to be careful about throwing blame. I've heard about some people judging. That family's going through. I don't know what anyone could say that would make the family feel worse right now than they do, whatever the reason is. I mean, however it happened, if anyone, if there was a family member, a loved one that, lost a handle on a child, I mean, who hasn't held a toddler who has squirmed and kicked and pushed and just to have fun and imagine, just losing a grip and having the kid, just drop if you're sitting in a chair in the living room, let alone something else. So it's horrible. All right, let's get back to the chat. Amanda Pichu's here. Is it worth renting a poolside cabana at Amber Cove, or is there plenty of shady spots around? We booked one, but they're super expensive, and now I feel we may be wasting money. I don't know.
I remember by the pool area.
I would say
there were some umbrellas and things. I remember
Yeah.
umbrellas around, but you would probably have to get there early to get, a chair with the umbrella.
Yes. Amanda, you're on a Carnival. I believe you're probably on a Carnival cruise ship, and they do kind of own and operate that port. And if you have a cabana there, they're probably going to be catering to that cabana. I mean, if it's not breaking your bank, and yeah, it's expensive, but if you can afford it, stick it out and let us know how you like it, because people rave about those cabanas. They say it's the best $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 they've ever spent.
Oh my God.
Well, if you can,
$8,000.
$600,000, $700,000, $800,000, $800,000 that they've ever spent. If you can split the cost with somebody a little bit, because it gives you a chance to to relax and spend the entire day somewhere in the shade.
Well, if
there
you're
may
gonna
be some
stay in
AC
the
in there. I
cabana,
mean, I don't know what the setup is.
I mean, if you're going to stay in the cabana a lot and just relax, then it's probably worth it. If you're going to just have the cabana for occasional, occasionally be in, I don't know that it wouldn't be worth it to me.
It's like you made a comment. I think Don did a good, respectful video on it. That's good to hear. And listen, I mean, the guy does a great job. All of his stuff is quality stuff, and I knew that he would cover it well, and we knew that people would cover it. And then after not having a news video come out a little bit, we just thought it'd be in very poor taste for that to be the one to come out with now. So, we'll save our next news for another cruise ship that breaks down in the middle of the ocean or something. What is with these cruise ships, by the way?
Oh my gosh, yeah. And
They keep on failing.
The larger,
newer,
biggest
ones. Cruise ships are all falling apart out there. I don't know what the deal is. I think they're trying to get their technology is advanced, but I think the problem is, and I know I'm totally changing the subject, which is probably a smart thing to do, but I think that it's kind of like your car, like you have now. Like if I have a car that's 20 years old, I could probably work on it myself. Put up the hood, change some spark plugs, do some work on something, read online, maybe change something, fix something, get a wrench and a screwdriver, I'm ready to go. But if I go open up a car hood of something that came out this year, who knows what's going on under there? There's so much advanced technology, and I think a lot of it is the same concept on these cruise ships. There's so much new stuff that's barely even been tested, stuff that's not even tried and true and reliable stuff. I think they're running into those issues, and they're learning lessons the hard way in the middle of the ocean with 5,000 people on the ship. It's just a bad deal. Anyway, okay, so there's my rant on that. That is my rant on that. Let's see. Let's get back to. Griffin Alyssa said $800,000. It is $800,000 for the cabana at Amber Cove. It's a little steep, but apparently they include a foot rub, and you can't go wrong with that. Kay said, I'd like to say watching Sharonatsea, La Little Loca, Life of Favor, Dinner Cruises has made my cruising experience a lot better. I've really learned a lot. That's awesome, man. I'll tell you what, thank you, and on behalf of the other folks, thanks so much too. Everyone is such a fun cruising community.
Oh, Life with Favor said the cabana was awesome.
Oh, yeah, see, Life with Favor knows, and they're cabana kind of folks and had a good time. By the way, they were on my list. They weren't here earlier, but guys, congratulations on passing 8,000 subscribers to Faber and Rob. You guys are awesome. Congratulations on that. That is fantastic. Let's see, what else? The poor grandfather has to live with that. Yeah, I know, Charles. That is a bummer. Trevor did a beach bungalow at Labadee. It was awesome. Private beach area and drink service. You know where else they have the cabanas? Just something a little topical at Coco Cay. Perfect Day at Coco Cay. In the water park area, we saw a number of different cabanas that are there, and I
didn't see that many people using them though.
I didn't. I don't know that many people know about them really, and I don't know how well they're promoted, or maybe people don't want to commit to a cabana the first time going to that island.
I can't remember exactly what they were, but I remember when we were booking the water park excursion. I remember seeing the cabanas, and I remember thinking they were very expensive. So I just can't remember how much they were.
Yes. So Tweety said, sounds like the $1 million airfare Norwegian's offered lately. That sounds like a great deal. I think that's in coach, isn't it? For the $1 million, it's $2 million for the first class seats. Yeah, there you go. Nancy's reminding us. Dave and Brandy Excursion did a cabana at Amber Cove. Check out their photos on Facebook.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm sure they'll be vlogging it when they get back, but they're posting a lot of cool photos right now.
Yeah, they're on a cruise right now.
Tony said, I couldn't do it. That story was messing me up today. Hey, man, I feel you, and I'm proud of you. I was the same way. It was just not something. I mean, man, it's just tough. It's hard to talk about.
And when you have,
yeah, it's hard.
Kids
and when
yourself,
I
mean, it really,
I know. Tony and Jenny, they have kids, and it's a tough deal. Tough deal. Anyway, all right. So let's get back to the fun and the silliness. What time is it? Time check. 7:16. We have 196 people here. Are we going till there's under 100 tonight? Can you commit to that or what?
I don't know when.
Okay.
We'll have to just.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people talking about how long our live show goes.
Yeah.
And
there's
some people tempting the fates, if I can use a term from Tony. They're trying to push. They're trying to get a little close to that time frame, and I don't know if they're trying to push us, like challenge us, like Life with Favor. Those guys push the time frame a little. I think they're like subliminally like challenging us to go longer. And talk, longer and stuff like that. And,
well, when we used to have, there was less people originally, so we went to 100.
Yeah, we get to 100 like 25. It's under 100. So, usually it wouldn't even get to 100, so it was really easy to stop. And then we went to that under 100 deal once, and that just stuck for a little while. And now, that less than 100 is harder to come by. So, you better drink a little bit more of that drink then. Let's see. Don Lee is here, said, I enjoy watching the creator videos so much that I canceled my Time Warner cable and just have internet. That is super cool.
I can't remember the last time I actually watched TV. Well, I don't have a lot of time, but yeah, I just don't watch. You don't really watch TV. You used to watch TV all the time.
Yes.
And
then you put me to work on the computer.
Yeah, now he comes home and edits videos.
God,
and then goes to bed. Yeah.
Robin Hodgson, what's going on? I might be able to get my hubby to Disney after seeing the size of the donuts Matthew was eating.
Oh my gosh.
Was that ridiculous, Robin?
Okay.
Oh my God.
The donut was literally this big. It was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I don't even know how. It's funny, we were talking about that. So we've had a pretty good run with a lot of our videos. I mean, our Horizon videos a couple months ago did great. Our Symphony of the Seas videos were really did well, and we're super excited about the response we got. And we're getting ready to put out our video from the Carnival Inspiration, and it's going to be funny because, it's all about kind of seeing, can we have fun on a ship that's 20 plus years old when we just got off the newest, biggest, most amazing ship on the water in Symphony of the Seas. But right there in the middle, we stuck in some of our Disney vlogs. And we kind of watched the vlog. It's like like the YouTube analytics will tell you like this video is number 2 of your last 10. We're like, oh, that's great, a good video is coming out. And then you put Disney out, and it's like, this is number 9 of your last 10. We're like, oh, wow, that kind of hurt.
Yeah.
And
we
and then they're like, this one sucked.
And then Disney stuff, so everyone's not interested in Disney.
I hear you.
There's certain
but it's
people
just
that
funny
are just
when you see
all
that kind
Disney
of when you're like things are going good and you're moving along, and then you put out, you're like, oh God, the Disney's out. Let's see what. Oh.
And it's not like we do Disney all the time. If we were someone that always did Disney,
I mean, it's not as bad as a computer build video. Don't get me wrong, but it's funny to see the patterns and stuff like that.
But our first inspiration video will be out later this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are right. Raymond Lee said, I'd love to see the repair they're going to attempt, talking about all these ships that are getting fixed. Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have? Pamela Wiggins, you're tardy, but you are forgiven. I really watch TV anymore as well. That's what Linda Lou said. You are right. After Disney last week, I'm behind on watching all the creators I love. Leanne, a few people mentioned that they were questioning, how does Leanne get this kind of time off? She just started moderating with us like a month ago, and all of a sudden she's gone for a week. She gets a weekend off, like a week off, I think. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Does she negotiate that in her contract?
We give a lot of time off here.
Do we?
Especially for cruising and Disney.
Okay, there you go. So if you're a moderator at Sharonatsea and you're cruising or going to Disney, it looks like you're getting the time off. And if you're cruising with us, then you get paid double time for that time off. Slinky said, that's right, Jamie. I'm thinking the same thing. It's like my grandfather said, never buy the first year of a car. Yeah, you're right. It is really weird how that stuff's happening. It seems like the same issues with the new and the old ships. Roxy, there is. Everything has to do like azapods and stuff. And what's funny is that now the ships are having failures and trying to ride it out. Vista was trying to ride it out to get to a certain point, and Then all of a sudden it just failed, and then they had to cancel the cruise that was going on. Allure of the Seas, I believe, is still, and I don't know if anybody's out there and can correct me if I'm wrong or anything, but I believe Allure of the Seas is still limping with like down an azipod or whatever's wrong with that ship, and they are still going slow and not up to full speed while they continue their itinerary.
Matthew always keeps us updated on what's going on with the ships, if they're breaking down or they're going slower. He has a website he goes on, and it monitors where all the ships are at what times, how many knots they're traveling, and this. And I remember when the Vista was on, he came in and told us one day, he's like, the Vista's only going 1 point whatever knots, and this is happening, and so he keeps us informed. He really loves watching what's going on with all the ships.
Melissa from Taser Travel, we're sorry. I did see online you do have the strep throat, so we hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Have a lot of ice cream, and I'll tell you what, when I had a sore throat when I was younger, you know what I ate? And this is going to sound weird. Fried chicken. I would take fried chicken with a lot of salt on it, and I would eat that, and that would make my throat feel so good. I don't know why, I did. And or if that doesn't work, I might recommend a martini.
I guess I shouldn't give you a look like that, because actually when I had my tonsils out when I was a kid, I remember the first thing I felt like eating was barbecued potato chips, and I remember I just was throwing a fit for those.
There you go.
And my mom was like, you can't have those. And
there you are. Ruth Todd said, for Pamela Wiggins, does Pamela have to pay a tardiness fine? I'm not sure, but I would look into that, because we could probably make a chunk of money, Ruth. Thank you for the idea. That's a great idea. Life with Favor, thank you for the kind words. Got to the chat late. You are welcome, guys. You know that we enjoy watching your deal, and so congratulations, great job. Absolutely better than TV. Thank you, Don. We try. Does the Mardi Gras have Havana Cabana suites? That's what Scott Weber said. What do you know about that? I don't know how much research we've done on that, or that I've done almost none, but I don't know what you know.
I've done some. Normally on the new ships, I put a lot of time, and I usually know a lot more about them. I don't know why the Mardi Gras, I just, once we booked it, I do, but I didn't. They do have, I believe I want to say they do, but I don't know how many. I don't know if it's as many as some of the other ships. They have a lot of other rooms. They have a lot of, I think, just cabin categories that aren't on even the Vista class ships. So there's just a lot of options.
There you go. Amy Rogers said, we go back to Walt Disney World the next time you cruise out of Port Canaveral. I'd say I would for sure.
Oh, will you? Well, we probably won't, but I don't know. Actually, if we could go, we might go to Epcot again.
Yeah.
We might go to Epcot again.
I would definitely go to Epcot again, because I will tell you what, I disappointed a lot of you, and let me apologize right now for it. I really planned on drinking a lot more beer in a lot more countries, and we got there and it was so
It's so hot.
It was, we heard us comment, and if you watch any of the video, you just saw me dripping with sweat.
We felt bad because we kept saying how hot it was.
Yeah, we were like, we're in Disney and it's hot, like, duh, it's the middle of summertime and you went, you morons. But
we're not used to that humidity.
Yeah, in Arizona, and if you guys live in Arizona, maybe somebody can support me here on this, but it's like 105 right now. It was 105 earlier today, and it's hot. But it's just like very, very warm hot. You're like, oh
really
god.
You don't I don't really. Yeah.
If you sit in your car for 5 minutes without starting it, you'll be dead.
Anyway.
But and that's like literal. But when we get out there, it's 85 degrees in Florida, and the humidity is 80%, and we're just like, just pure heat, sweat. And then when you get into a little bit of sun, and that sun's beating down on you, and the temperature goes up by like 10 degrees. It was brutal, and I think that after a week or after 4 or 5 days of cruising and the excitement of that, and then driving up there, and then the amazing time we had at the Disney Springs deal, meeting everybody, I feel like we haven't even talked about that much, but that was an amazing time. And then getting in and doing Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and just walking, that really just destroyed us. So
we went
I did not drink that much.
The time the parks opened until they closed, except for Animal Kingdom. The last day we left before it closed.
Yes.
But I mean, we went from open to closed.
Now I will tell
the
you
whole
one thing
day.
though. If you watch the beginning,
No rest.
if
We
you
didn't
watch
really sit
the
down much. We just went all day.
in the Epcot video, if I could have parked it at that Rose and Crown pub at the first country as we went in at the UK there, I probably could have sat there with those folks from Wales that I was talking with, and probably hung out and had about a half dozen beers. I mean, easily. They were so nice, and the place was so cozy and cool and cute. And that's really the only place that I found that had a true like bar type of a setup at all the different pavilions. So, but yeah, I didn't drink that much, and I do apologize for my sobriety. And please forgive me, and I'll try to do better next time, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Try not to let you down.
Yeah.
Hello, Ruby Johnson.
Nancy says, have you ever
Charles-
done the cabanas at Half Moon Cave?
Yeah.
No, we've been to Half Moon Cave a few times, but we've never done the cabanas.
Too far from the water.
Well, we don't usually do the cabanas for a couple reasons. One reason is we like to get out in the sun and we go in the water. So we usually want to be, if we're at the beach, we like to be closer to the water because we're in and out of the water, and we don't like to leave our things unattended far from where we're at. So we usually try to get a front row lounge chair in the water. Also, we like the sun. We like to be out in the sun. When we get tired of the sun, we go back to the ship.
She loves the sun.
Yeah. So.
She loves the sun. That's the irony of the whole thing. If we're on a beach somewhere, Sharon will just bake in the sun for hours.
I love to lay and sleep.
But
in
when
the
she
sun.
but out here in Arizona, she'll be like, I really need to get over the tanning booth. I'm like, what? And I go, why don't you stand outside for an hour? The sun is amazing. She's like, oh no, it's too hot out there. I'm like, but if it was a beach, you would. And she's like, no, it's not the same.
Gosh.
It's just not the same.
Gosh.
Nicholas Miro, taxis are a fine way to get to the port from the airport. Taxi, Uber, depending on what time of the day it is. Uber might be a few bucks cheaper, but either way you'll get there. It's a 10-minute ride. It's super easy.
It's about, I think it's about $20 by taxi to get there usually.
Tony said, my video today is 10 out of 10. It hurts. It does hurt. You want every video to be the next 1 out of 10, don't you? Raymond Lee said, why don't you try to do a cruise review with Doug Parker and promote your channel there? He has a ton of listeners. Raymond, we're waiting. Doug Parker, if you're out there, holler. Give us a holler, dude. We're ready to talk. We are ready to come out there. There's a couple folks who we've talked to about getting on their channel and doing some chatting and stuff, and the timing of month and a half ago was just brutal, but we're hoping to meet up and do a few more little collaborations with some folks here in the near future as things kind of calm down. Summertime will be a little bit of a calm time for us as we get ready for our next adventure, which is going to be the group cruise, which we are super excited about in October. So we got about 96 days, I think, right now out from that cruise.
I mean, I'm
it's going to be the
glad
longest
we went
time
on
ever.
the horizon. We went on the horizon in January. We kind of, I guess, got the lay of the land. This time it's all about just enjoying everyone in the group cruise, having fun, and no expectations. We're just gonna go.
Well, I just hope that I remember to pick up my camera. I'm going to be having so much. Just pick it up. I'm going to be having so much fun hanging out with people that we've. I mean, I think Nancy we've met once. Looking forward to meeting her husband Anthony. He's an amazing guy, and talking to those guys more, and all the other folks we're going to meet. And I hope I remember to pick up the camera and be like, okay, guys, so let's talk about this. I'll probably totally forget.
I think we're going to see Anthony before we see Nancy next.
Oh, we probably will.
Yeah, Nancy's taking a back-to-back, so she'll already be on the ship.
Yes,
and
he's going to be at the hotel.
Anthony's going to be at the hotel the night before.
So you'll see us hanging out with Anthony Plack having cocktails. Anthony, if you're out there, I hope you're up for that, buddy. Give us a sign, a thumbs up or something. Let us know. Or he might be like, Nancy, I'm not hanging out with those crazy people. Those YouTube nut burgers. What are you trying to get me to do? Let's see. Yeah, Leanne had said, Brian Francisco negotiated my contract and I work for the best team ever. Yeah, and when you're negotiating a contract and a guy's last name is Franciscone, you really just do what he says. Because who knows what could happen to you, if you don't play ball, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'll just leave that right there. Disney and cruises take up a lot of my YouTube time, Charles Hahn said. For sure. Someone asked earlier, and I'm sorry, but now the comment's coming back to me now. Would you recommend doing a day in Disney before or after the cruise? What do you think?
I mean, if we did it all over again?
Well, just anyone in general, what would you recommend?
I don't know. It might make sense to do Disney first and then go on the cruise because, you know, you go all gung-ho at Disney and you get exhausted, and then you get on the cruise ship and you can just relax.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Although for us it wasn't really that way because we were only doing a 4-day on Symphony of the Seas. We wanted to see everything, do everything as much as we could. So we kind of went full speed on the Symphony as well. But if you're not trying to vlog the whole cruise or anything like that, I would say do Disney first and then the cruise.
There you go. That's the official word. Tony said the robots told me my video is being watched longer, but it's appealing to a smaller audience. Well, Tony, the title of your video is When Short People Cruise. You didn't get that joke?
Oh, what I said? Yeah.
You didn't get that joke?
Yeah, I did.
No,
I
you
did.
didn't. Tell me the joke. You didn't get it. The robots tell me his videos, but it's appealing to a smaller audience.
I saw
he said a smaller audience.
Yeah, that's what.
And then I said that the
I got it too.
cruising for short people.
I got it.
No, nothing.
I got it.
Whew, wow.
I got it, but that was cheesy.
Sometimes I'm sorry. Did you think, Tony? Did you think that was genius or cheesy? I mean, was that not wit and comedy at its finest, right there, guys? I'm sorry. That was. I mean, was that as good as when I said Cocoa Crispy on the video? There's a lot of comments. They love the Cocoa Crispy comment. You didn't even flinch when I said that.
It's because I'm used to you, I think, you know. And
Okay.
some of the things that other people might think are funny aren't as funny to me because I'm around you all the time.
Okay.
You know, if someone else said it, it might be funny.
All right. I hope so. I hope so. Ann Smith said, "Ha, the computer build video." Hold on, is Ann laughing at my computer build video, or did I say something that you're just laughing about and saying it? Anik Lalonde, what's going on, Anik? Glad to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Late is okay. Better late than never. The floating rig they're using to fix the Vista is pretty cool. Tony, we didn't see that. That does look amazing. I don't know how well it'll work, but man, if they can do that without, I mean, maybe they're running a little scared. Maybe they were going to do some stuff in Nassau, and after the Oasis of the Seas incident, they can't get in there. I don't know what's causing it, but that seems like something where they could bring that rig to you in the event of an emergency, like a portable, you know, car, you know, repair type of a deal or something. That seems pretty awesome.
There's so many things.
Albert Ortiz commented earlier about trying Royal Caribbean, but usually goes Carnival. Still says we still love Carnival. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we are really. I can't say that I regret not doing it sooner, but I will say that I'm really pleased with how everything worked out with our cruise on Symphony of the Seas.
Yeah.
And I feel like the timing was just right to venture out after hitting a milestone 25th cruise with Carnival, which was amazing, and then trying something new. So I just think it was great time.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
You know, although, like we said, we can't really say that we like Royal more than Carnival. Yeah, I mean, we need more Royal cruises on different types of ships, you know, and kind of get an overview. With Carnival, we've been on all the different classes of ships, and we have a good overview. You know, we don't with Royal.
Yes, for sure.
You know, you go on one cruise on a cruise line, and you get the basics, but you really don't get the full.
You are correct. Let's see. Yes, Crazy Cat Travel say, can we get some of that heat without the humidity? It's July, nothing above 78 degrees in sight. Add sand to the backyard. There you go. What else do we have?
Off the panorama. Oh, Eddie Moonshine said they're getting off the panorama on March 7th.
Really?
Oh.
And when are we getting? And we're getting on March 7th?
We're getting on.
Dude.
Oh, we'll have to meet up.
Yeah, you will warm it up for me a little bit. Just make sure you leave a little booze on that thing, for crying out loud, will you? Jeremy Wilson
there very early
has a great question. Mr. Sancho's, yes or no? Seen mixed reviews.
What? Who? Where?
And somebody please tell Jay from Para DJ that it's not Sancho's, it's Sancho's.
That's another thing, just like everything. It could be Sancho's.
Is that like K and Key?
Yeah.
Sancho's and Sancho's?
Yeah.
I saw him. I was watching them yesterday, and I don't think they're on here, so we'll talk about them. But he was saying Mr. Sancho's, and I just wanted to yell through the monitor and go, it's Sancho's.
A lot of people say Sancho's or Sancho's.
Or, no, I don't know.
Now you're confusing me.
All right, I'm confused.
Yeah,
it's Sancho's. He was saying Sancho's. Anyway.
Mixed reviews. We love Mr. Sancho's.
Yes.
We love it. Well,
yeah, man, it's a good time. If you take a look, Sharon did an amazing video on the beach clubs in Cozumel. Go back a couple of weeks and you'll see that thing.
Yeah,
and she talks a little bit about, and that's one of the ones there.
Clubs. Yeah.
And Mr. Sancho's is definitely a little more of a party scene. It's a good time, and you will have a blast.
The drinks are free flowing. It just depends on what atmosphere you want. But we had a great time.
There you go. Charles Hahn loves the Rose and Crown. The fish and chips are amazing. That's the thing. If I could go to Epcot every once in a while, I could just go and hang somewhere for the day, and I would love doing that. But we were just on the run. So the only reason we stayed as long as we did was because it was pouring rain out at the time. Brittany Lockwood said, "There's no way I could be in the parks from open to close." We were close. We were there till close.
Well,
easily.
The first two.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, we got there at 8:30, so that's open.
Yeah. And we got to Animal Kingdom right as it opened.
Yeah, we were
so
tired.
Cool.
We were tired, and then we got back, and it didn't seem like we barely got to sleep, and it was time to get up again.
Oh, D&G Explorer said, "Did someone say Rose and Crown Pub at Epcot?" Yeah, guys, we did. So again, the next time we accidentally meet up with each other in Orlando, we can go over to the Rose and Crown and throw back a few. I don't know whether I would go with the Smithwicks or the Strongbow. But I tried one of each and they were good.
What was the second one?
The second one was the Strongbow.
Okay, so
it was like a cider beer.
I don't care for the taste of beer.
No,
I love the smell of beer and like beer flavored foods and things, but to drink beer, I don't like beer. I just never have.
That is weird.
That last one you drank, what was it called again?
Smithwicks.
Yeah, it had a little bit of a cidery taste, and it kind of had a champagne sort of taste to it. So
that cider gives it a champagne flavor. It's
yeah.
Weird.
So I don't know that I could drink the whole one, but it tasted pretty good.
Yeah. It was great. Slinky said, "Wait, sharonatsea, I have a tanning question. Fake bake, aka spray, or UV bed?" Oh, it's a UV bed always. There's no spray involved.
Yeah, I've never done the spray in my life, but and I really don't go to the tanning bed anymore. Really, I haven't been in a long time. But I used to go before our cruises. For a couple weeks before, I would go once, maybe 2 or 3 times, so that I didn't fry.
Good night, Tony.
When I got in the
He's probably gone already, but thanks a lot, dude, for being here. We appreciate it. Nancy said we can't wait to spend more time with y'all. I hope you're getting Anthony prepared. That's all I can tell you. I've been thinking about getting a fake bake. That's what Slinky said. Do it. Don't be afraid. Trevor said, "If you like quieter, go to Nachi Kokum." Yes, you are right about that.
Yeah.
Kokum. That's another thing. Kokum. Yep, Anthony's coming and he's up to it. He'll have a great time. He's more social than I am. That's what Nancy said. Are you sure about that, Nancy? Raymond said, "My wife and I almost only do group cruises now. It's such fun and everyone seems to be really nice." They are. You know, there was one group cruise a while ago that almost soured things for everyone else. As a matter of fact, there's a couple of really nice people in the cruising community that were almost like third party, once removed, connected by accident. And they, and I won't mention who it is, that's up to them to talk about it, but they took a little bit of a beating because they were somehow on the outskirts related to what was going on, or they happened to be on that cruise at the time or something like that. So they can be a little bit tricky. So the whole deal is you got to get one under your belt and prove that you're legit and that you're fun and people have a great time. And we're hoping we can do that on October 13th. We have an amazing bunch of folks going that are there to have a great time, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
And then you go from there. So there you go. Tracy Fleming, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Tracy.
Very nice of you for the super chat. Thank you so much for dropping that on us. That is super cool of you, Tracy. We really appreciate that. The thought of doing that, guys, is such a nice gesture, and it means a lot. So the fact that someone would take money out of their pocket to donate to the channel to help out is truly amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
That is right. D&G said, "We agree. It's better to do Disney first and then cruise." Yes, they would know. They've done that stuff. Yeah. Disney, then a cruise makes sense. Yes, Disney first for sure.
Oh, you missed something.
Jeremy Wilson said, "We're cruising with you guys 2021. Get one scheduled." Jeremy said he's going to make it happen. All right, we'll get working on it.
We don't have one right now. I don't know if we're going to do one in 2021 or not. Yeah. We'll see.
Wine with that cheese, short people. You like that one? Dad joke. No Disney, just cruise and more cruise. That's what Linda Lou said. Going places said rim shot. Cheesy at Team Sharon. The Disney then cruise, just don't try to jam it all in one day.
Yeah.
You're right. We jammed in a lot. We powered through a 4-day cruise with 3 days at Disney, and we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Anthony Plack is in the house. What's going on, Anthony? He said, "What is this I hear about rumors of me being shy?" I didn't say you were shy. I just said I hope you know, we'll see if I figured you'd be like, you know, Nancy's gonna set you up at the hotel where we're gonna be the night before, and you know, you'll find us at the complimentary hour-and-a-half long cocktail hour for sure. And I was just saying that that you'd be like, "Oh my God, Nancy, what are you doing? You know, locking me in with these crazy YouTube people." So we just hope we don't bore you, is what we're worried about. We want to have a good time for you. Yeah. So we're really looking forward to meeting you and chatting with you and having a good time with you.
We're actually flying in 2 days ahead. Well, not the night before, the night before that. So Thursday night or Friday night?
We are doing that, right?
Is it Thursday or Friday? Anyways, we're flying in. We'll have already been there one night.
Yes.
Gets there.
We don't talk a lot about the group cruise here because there's 160. Wow, there's still 164 people here, and we're at an hour and 40 minutes. Thank you guys, you're amazing. But you know, there's a handful of people that have chosen to go, and a few people contacted us, but they never pulled the trigger, and that's cool. I mean, some folks just like to do their cruise themselves with their family, and we totally understand that. We're that way sometimes too. And but if you guys want to know anything else about the group cruise, you're free to ask here or shoot us a message or put it on the Facebook group, the Sharonatsea Cruise Crew, and we're happy to answer questions. And if anyone's thinking that they might want to go, you know, give Sharon a call and she can tell you what might be left cabin-wise and see if it's, you know, up your alley and your wheelhouse, part of your budget or whatever the case is. So that's up to you guys. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have here? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God, I jumped ahead a little bit. I wasn't too far off, but these guys comment so much. It is crazy. Linda Lou said, "I'm a fruity drink girl or champagne." Linda Lou.
Oh, that sounds just like me.
Yes.
I love champagne and I love fruity drinks.
That is for sure. Linda Lou doesn't like beer either. Sour beers are where it's at. That's what Trevor said.
I don't know why. Well, it's not that I don't dislike the taste so much. Whenever I drink beer, it just upsets my stomach. So, you know, it's...
Oh, whoa. Anthony Plack made a comment and Nancy deleted it? Nancy, you can't hammer your husband like that. That is not cool.
Oh, my gosh.
That is not cool. That is crazy. So Tweety said, "I think the Degenerate Cruisers have a recent video about Mr. Sancho's. Look like a great deal."
Let's see.
Yes, because if alcohol is included, those guys, I'm sure, got their money's worth on it. What else? What did you say?
Oh, someone said on the Carnival aft extended balcony, is there a lot of vibration? It really depends on the ship and what deck you're on. So if you tell me what ship, if I've been on it before, I could probably tell you. We've been on some on like deck 6 where it's the lowest of the balconies, and there's been quite a bit of vibration. We've been on deck 8 on other ships where we've felt nothing. So it kind of depends on the class of ships and what deck you're on.
And for us, we dealt with the vibration. It wasn't a big deal, but for others, I know it's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Oh my God. Look at this comment by So Tweety. "Oh my God, I thought Anthony was MG for a second. I guess it am." What kind of an inside joke is that? So Tweety, I love that comment.
Oh my God.
I don't know what Anthony said. I got to find out from Nancy after the show, but So Tweety, that's funny you should say that. We were just talking about him the other day. Like, man, we kind of miss that dude. It's too bad he got so rowdy in the chat that one time. He was a lot of fun. But anyway, I digress. Slinky's getting some more packing cubes before August. Yes, you know Sharon lives and dies by packing cubes.
Love packing cubes. Now I have so many. Now sometimes I'll see them and I'll just see this cool or pretty color and I'll be like, oh, I want to get some more. But then it's
ridiculous. It's getting it's like
I don't
shoes.
Need them, so.
It's like shoes. You know how a lot of you girls have just shoes upon shoes in your closet. You don't even wear them. You just buy them because they're cute. Yeah. That's where Sharon's at now with packing cubes. It's insane. Insane. Eddie Moonshine said, "I'm bringing Emma some of the new apricot batch as well as the captain, so God knows where we will end up." Oh my gosh, yes. Emma's on the panorama because Emma will be the cruise director.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be great. We are super excited that we are going on the panorama for the inaugural cruise, the first 3-day cruise on the ship in December, and we couldn't be more excited on that, and hoping to run into a few of those Carnival bigwigs and say hey. And you know, we'll tell them what we think of that Carnival Cruise Line and what they need to be doing. Nancy said, I told you he'd embarrass me for sure. Well, Nancy, don't worry about that. Once I get a couple drinks in him, I'm sure he'll tell us everything we want to know about our sweet little nurse Nancy. For sure. Ruby Johnson loves beer. D&G said, hey, try a shandy if you don't like beer. It's beer with a Sprite. The bitterness is taken out of the beer. It's a little sweeter. What do you think? You going to try that?
I have tried that before. I think our daughter
Yes.
brought those.
Which one of you guys drinks that? Is that Derek or Gregory
It was
that drinks the
okay,
shandy?
but it still wasn't, it wasn't like, you know, my thing so much.
Hello, Barbara Hannah. Hey, Barbara, thanks for coming out and saying, hey, guys, by the way, there's 170 people here in the chat, and thank you so much for being here. But there's probably only about 30 people who regularly comment. So let's even round that up to 50. That means there's a lot. There's like 120 people just kind of watching and chilling out. And thank you so much for watching. But please, now that we're getting towards the end of the night here, please come on out and say hi. We'd love to say hi and recognize you guys. You don't have to say much. You don't have to answer questions. You don't have to do much of anything. But just give us a hi so we can say hi to you, and kind of, it's our way of thanking you for being here without kind of interrupting whatever you're up to right now. So thanks so much. Albert Ortiz said, go to Scotland for beer. I would love to, man. I would love to. Scott Weber's go-to is wine, but drinks beer sometimes. There's Barbara Hannah saying, hey. Jeremy Wilson loves some beer. Tony Martin, hey guys, looking great. Is that the Tony Martin? The high-end, highfalutin real estate guy? That's Tony that we met. Tony and Stacy.
Oh, yeah.
Stacy,
Hi,
right?
Tony.
Am I saying it right, Tony? It's you and Stacy, right?
Yeah.
Tony and Stacy, lovely, lovely couple. We met them on the Inspiration just the other week. They were so nice. I believe they were having a nice, quiet afternoon on the back deck area of the Lido deck during embarkation, a little before embarkation time, and we stumbled out there trying to go live. We're banging around chairs, trying to find the right angle with the right thing, and too much sun and too much shade and all that. And I think they were just quietly sitting there trying to enjoy themselves, and we rudely interrupted them. And they were forced to say hi just to be nice because we practically stepped on them. And they were the nicest folks, and
They even let us video vlog their suite that they were in. So
yes.
we have that footage for you too.
Yeah, they invited us to down for that, and they were super, super nice, and very, very lovely to meet the two of you guys. And they live in Gilbert, which is barely an hour away, so I have a feeling at some point we'll be trying to have a drink with them. Unfortunately, it's one of those things. We cannot say hi to them before we meet up with Beth Ellinger, or Beth would kill us. We have been promising to meet up with Beth and Doug for I don't even know how long. It's a year. I'm not even sure she comes into the chat anymore.
Beth is moving to Goodyear soon, so maybe a little bit closer. Maybe we'll actually.
Thank you, Tony. We appreciate that. You guys are looking spectacular as well. I can't see you, but I can only assume from knowing you now that you're looking spectacular. Brittany Lockwood said, I highly doubt I could ever drink a lick of alcohol as I get a light headache from just being near somebody drinking it. Oh, Brittany, I'm so sorry about that. If you were near me most times, you would have like a migraine. So Tweety said, I'm glad that bad situation didn't put a very big dent in the cruising community. Oh, yes, I know. It was a close one, though, wasn't it? Wine gives me an instant headache, Linda Lou said. Jamie had to learn how to act embarrassed. Stacey wants to know why you haven't put her room on. Tony, believe me, dude, we're getting ready to go
we're just starting
to do the inspiration vlogs here shortly. So we'll put the whole thing on there. Then Sharon will make a separate video on its own of the room.
I will.
So there you have it.
So look for it towards the end of next week.
Yeah,
it will
trust me,
be up.
I kid you not. Amanda, I'm sorry, I know it's midnight. Have a great night. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Leanne said my hammer sister is knocking out her hubs. Yeah, Leanne, she doesn't. Yeah, I remember when we talked, and I was like, listen, you'll do great, but Nancy is. It doesn't get any better than that. She is a true professional. She will drop a hammer on her own husband if he gets out of line in the chat. Can you believe that, girl? It's unbelievable. Nancy said, me too, so Tweety. The real cruising community came together and is stronger than ever. That is right. Albert T said we need to do 2021 out of California. I'll try Aquavit in Scandinavia. It's supposed to pack a wallop. That sounds like a good time, Scott. Trying a little, it sounds like maybe a local beer or something.
Wow.
Anthony said, just to be clear, I really love the fact that y'all show so much love to my girl.
Aw.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
We love
appreciate
Nancy.
it. That's right. We sure do. Stacy said it was great meeting you both last week. Thank you, Tony. Tony's saying a lot of things about that Stacy said. I wonder if he feels like it was great meeting us, or if he's just speaking on Stacy's behalf right now. No, it was cool. And what's funny is that
She's probably telling this.
you guys might know. You ever do this where you're on a ship with 2,000 to 6,000 people, and there's thousands of people that you never even see during the entire week. And then there's some people that you just see on like the first day, and you see them
all the time.
Yeah, like 10 times the entire cruise. You just keep seeing them, and that was the kind of thing with these guys. We kept running into them the whole time. It was fun, and it was a lot of. It was great meeting them. Let's see. Nancy said, "I won't be bored. There's always something interesting to do or talk about." Okay, I just know that I'm not. I don't know if I'm that entertaining. Professor Eno has an idea there. What's he want to do?
For the sake of teach.
I'm sorry. I'll get back to it.
On.
Do you remember what it was?
Well, part of
That's
it.
what you have to do, Sharon. You have to memorize an entire sentence.
I just started
Oh my
reading
gosh! How did we get so far behind?
Where are you now?
Here we go. It is right here.
For the sake of teachers, group 2-week Europe cruise, summer 2021.
Wow, dude. That's the tough thing, Professor. That 2-week deal is very difficult. Very difficult.
Yeah.
Latanya Jones, what's going on? Tony Martin said, how do you do the group cruise? Tony, so contact Sharon, sharonatsea@gmail.com. It's October 13. It's on the Carnival Breeze. I'm sorry. It's on the Carnival Horizon. It's a 6-day out of Miami. And there are still some cabins available if you want to get in on that action. And it's going to be a fun time. It does include, for any of you who don't know, included in your booking is...
Oh, I thought you were going to... $75 onboard credit.
Okay, $75 onboard credit, and
a group T-shirt,
and
an hour-long included cocktail party.
Open bar.
Open bar. It's a cocktail party, so yeah.
All the drinks you can put down in 1 hour.
Drinks on me
courtesy
for 1
of
hour.
Sharon at Sea. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Let's see. What else?
We are doing a group. Well, I don't want to say it wrong.
Well, there's going to be other activities we will be doing that are going to be planned. Whether you want to participate in them or not is totally up to you.
Yeah.
You can participate in some, not others. All of them, none of them. It doesn't. But you will still get the shirt, the cocktail party, and the $75 onboard credit.
Yes.
But we're also going to do like maybe a slot pull or a cabin crawl or
shot glass exchange deal.
Yeah, and some other little things and probably some other fun things around the ship.
And while in Cozumel,
and Cozumel we're going to be going to Mr. Sancho's too.
Yes.
So
we're going a lot of people are going as a group, but we're booking individually of each other. There's no one person collecting money and paying for it or anything like that. Just if you want to be at Sancho's when we're in Cozumel, get a booking, show up there. Some people might travel there together, share a ride, a taxi, whatever. And go there. We'll all meet up and we'll have drinks and food and have a good time.
Yeah. So it's going to be a great time. It's going to be
Linda
fun.
Lou said, "Are there 2 group cruises?" Well, Linda Lou, for us there are. We are having a group cruise this October, 2019.
Yeah, that's this one.
That's the Sharon at Sea group cruise. That's our group cruise we're putting on. Then next October in 2020, we are teaming up with a little old channel called La Lido Loca. Maybe you've heard of them. And we have teamed up to put on a monster group cruise where not only we'll be there, but a number of other creators have chosen to just go and have a blast and be part of the fun, and tons of people. There are well over 100 cabins booked between Sharon and Jenny for that shindig, and it's going to be a monster.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun, and that's on the Carnival Breeze.
Yes. Don Lee said, love the perks for next cruise on Royal. We booked an inside cabin on the Freedom while on the Empress to Cuba, and we got offered a balcony for $75. That's nice.
Yeah, that's what we have. We purchased the next cruise on our Symphony cruise, so we're still trying. We have 60 days to figure out what cruise we want to take, so we'll get our onboard credit. So we're getting close. So anyways, but we'll know by next week.
That is right.
Yeah,
Brittany said, I have a booking on a cruise on a bucket list for something I plan to do with Disney. That sounds like a great time. That'll be a lot of fun. We have not done Disney. We've contemplated it a little bit, and we still might, but I enjoy the casino on the cruise ship.
Well, Jamie likes the
And
casino, and although you said you could live without it to go on a Disney cruise,
Mm.
but we asked Matthew if he wanted to go because we would basically be going maybe for him, I guess,
Yeah.
too. So, and he said he really didn't want to go on a Disney cruise. He'd rather just go to Disney,
Yes.
the parks, to see Disney.
DCA10 said, I can't remember what's the day we disembark on the group cruise. What, the 19th or the
This one,
20th?
the 19th.
Yes.
19th.
D&G Explorer said, Nancy, your influence goes way beyond SAS crew. You're the queen of hammers for many. D&G, you are right. You may notice that a few people have asked Nancy to wield a hammer when she stops by, but that's a touchy subject for me, so I'm not going to get into it too much here, because I believe, I don't like people kind of trying to get in on a girl, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she's the SAS. She's SAS. I mean, true to the core.
Gosh.
But she's just a sweet lady who's glad to help out other people that need a little help. But that's just my opinion.
Tony said the Victory Deck 6 aft balcony had no vibration.
There you go.
That's good to know.
Good to know, Tony. Hammer doesn't play favorites. That's what Jenna said. What ship? Jeff Drode said, "What ship for your next cruise?" So our next cruise is
The Horizon.
There you
That's
go.
our group cruise.
Deborah Blankenship said, "I'm going on the Breeze October 12. I keep reading on Facebook. There's a big slot tournament on that cruise. There could be. That'd be cool." Anthony said, "Sorry, no MG here." Okay. We are so far behind in the chat. I am so sorry. We've just been chatting a lot. Is Panorama doing a repositioning through the Panama Canal? No. I think they're just coming here through the Panama Canal, not a cruise, of the traditional sense with regular passengers. And then their first cruise will be December, a 3-day inaugural out of LA.
I heard it's going to just have crew on it. I mean, they could change something, but if they're going to, they haven't announced anything yet, so I wouldn't think they're going to announce anything at this late.
D&G said, Derek's typing, Greg is listening. We do a lot of that over here as well. I love Lining Kugel Summer Shandy. That's what Ruby said. There you go. Hello, Michelle Wilms. Diane Dietrich is here. Jeff Drought is here. Latanya Jones is here. Albert Ortiz saying hi. Roxy Dunlap, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Let's see. I want to make sure I say hi to everybody after I asked everyone to come out.
Ames. Hi, Stephen.
Stephen,
Hi,
lovely to have you. Let's see. Tony said literally stumbled. Yes, we were stumbling. Yeah, we probably did literally stumble at that point. It was a little more of a fun cruise on the Inspiration for us. James Lemrick is here. What's going on? Just watching. He's laying low in the back. What's up, James? Glad to have you. Janet Moyer's here. Janet, love you. Cindy Bear, Katya, I'm just going to stick with Katya. What's going on? Thank you so much for watching. Diane Sanders is here. I saw Diane earlier, but she's been a little quiet tonight. Diane, glad to have you. Danielle Franks, my son and I are a little introverted, but that's why I want to try a group cruise with all you great people. Make new friends, have a great time. Danielle, that is a great idea. The nice thing that we're doing with our group cruise is we want people to know, if you want to go, if you just want to go and come to the free hour-long cocktail party on the first sea day and hang out and get some free drinks, and then go about your business and not say hi to the rest of the cruise, that's cool. That's your prerogative. You can do as much as or as little as you want. Listen, we've seen some people put on amazing group cruises. We saw Josh Holcomb put on a group cruise. That thing was hosted to the upteenth amazing perfection level. The dude rocks a group cruise. He does an amazing job. Way more than I could ever pull off. I couldn't be there on time like he was to stuff he had planned. And
Well, I plan to.
yeah, so we're gonna have some stuff planned. But
Yeah, I plan to put like a little itinerary together of all the things we do have planned and what times will be where, just to hand out so that everyone will know where everything's going on if they want to participate. But
yes,
but that's about it. We're, we want to keep it kind of I don't know, not so regimented where you have to be here at this time.
Yeah.
We want everyone to have a good time and do what they want. It's your cruise.
Just show up if you want, don't show if you want, and the next time we see you, no matter what happens, we'll say what's up.
Yeah.
Life with Lolo said hi, always watching on the TV. Hit the like and go back to the TV. Thank you so much, Life with Lolo. We appreciate it. William Hanson Jr. said, I think we would have skipped Animal Kingdom and gone to a water park. In retrospect, if we hadn't purchased all the tickets, we may have done something different as well.
Well,
But we literally had everything paid for.
There's a couple things we enjoyed with the Animal Kingdom.
We did, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that with the heat and the weather and the exhaustion, we may entertain some different stuff.
I know, when we planned it originally, we were thinking we're going to be on the ship and we're already going to be at Coco Cay and have all the water parks, so we didn't really think we would want to do it at Disney, but we didn't realize how hot it was going to be either. So
Joseph Johnson, what's up? Tammy R, great to have you guys here. Let's see. Ruth Todd said, thumbs up is looking good. Why 4 thumbs down? What the hell? What the heck? It's okay. It happens. People see there's a live show, they check in, they're like, who are these old farts? And then they turn to the next channel. So it's okay. Don't worry about it. Big G and Snuggles, what is going on, Big G? Thought I might just pop in and say hi to my favorite cruise channel host, Jamie and Shaza. Thank you, Big G. We appreciate it. There's a Great Northern Europe cruise for beer drinking, summer 2021. I think Professor Eno has really thrown down some ideas,
Scotland,
man.
and England.
I could definitely check that out, man. I would love that.
I'm looking forward to our Panorama cruise, or not Panorama cruise, our Mardi Gras cruise, because it leaves out of Denmark. I know you're going to be going out of Denmark, and but it goes out of Denmark.
Good night, Shawana.
And we're going to be going to Sweden, Germany, I'm trying to remember, Belgium, and where else? Gosh, I can't even remember.
I don't know, but that's a long time away.
Anyways, it ends up in England, so I'm really excited to. It goes to Norway. That's the other part. I'm really excited for all those ports.
Tony Martin said, Stacey and I would love the group cruise. Let us know. Hey, listen, Tony, all you guys have to do, if either one of you, just email Sharon at sharonatsea@gmail.com and just say, what's up, it's us. Give us the scoop.
Just tell me what kind of cabin you want. I'll see what's left.
And she'll let you know what's left and go from there and get you guys hooked up. So
and you can let me know.
Yes, for sure. And you can gamble to your heart's content. Let's see. Good night, Anthony Plack. Have a great night, dude. Thanks for stopping in and joining us. Kathy Mills is here. Hello, Kathy. Said thanks again for the lanyard. I've worn it all week. Lanyards, we've had a few requests. We mentioned earlier, guys, and for those of you still here, if you want any Sharon at Sea swag, probably the best place with the most options is Spreadshirt. And although there's probably an address somewhere that Sharon could tell you, but I will tell you this. Go on Google.
Now, just go to the description below. There's a link right in there.
Okay, you can do that too. Or go to Google. Or go to Google. He said that earlier when I did that. Go to Google, search Sharon at Sea, and then type in Spreadshirt. That's easier, dude. Go and click, open your browser and just Googling Sharon at Sea Spreadshirt. Boom, it's literally the first link that comes up. It's so easy.
Okay.
So do that, and you'll have a lot of swag. And click on the menu. There's men's, women's, all kinds of stuff. There's some great women's pants.
And we will have some lanyards again. We're just a little slow at getting them. We were still trying to figure out where to sell them and some other things. And it's just, we've just been extremely busy. But there will be some more later this month or early next month. We will have some more.
Let's see. Albert says, my wife just says Mexican beer is better. I'm a fan of Mexican beer, man. I like all that. I like it all. Sol is my favorite Mexican beer. I don't know if that's real Mexican beer, if that's like fake Mexican beer, but I like it. So there you go. And I will not apologize for it. Jeremy Wilson said, anyone do any spin classes on the breeze? I love cycling, but not a big gym dude.
No.
There are classes like that on these cruise ships, though. I don't.
No, he just said, did anyone?
Anyone do it?
Yeah, they have those. We haven't done those. We've been in the gym before and got on the treadmills and things like that, but we haven't done any of the classes.
Let's see what else. All right, I'm gonna catch up a little bit here as we get probably towards almost wrapping this thing up.
Oh, Nancy says she has to coordinate that crowd money. Oh yeah, yeah, you got to get on that, Nancy.
Yes, Nancy is in charge of the cabin crawl, but we want to be in on it for sure. Nancy said, I love the idea about the group cruise. Have everyone just do what they want. She said, I love the idea about the group cruise. Have everyone just do what they want and come together when they want. You know, kind of like whatevs.
Yep.
Oh, wait, is that already taken? You can use whatevs if you want. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. And yes, Nancy is still planning that cabin crawl. She's in charge of that. DJ Cruiser's in the house. Slinky said, I am so not an introvert. Where's the info for the group cruise? Roxy Dunlap said. Where can Roxy get the info? I can post it in the description, or Roxy,
if you email me, I can email you all the information. Email Sharon at sharonatsea@gmail.com. Also, if you're on the Facebook group, Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew, just search on Facebook, Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. It's a group.
You click on it and say, yeah, I want to be part of the group. There might be a question you answer on the way in. And then we get you in there, and there's a link in there as well to some information about the group cruise too. But shoot us an email, sharonatsea@gmail.com, and that's the best way to get some quick info. Don Lee said, we'll miss you all next week. Everyone be safe and your week. All right, Don, we'll miss you too. Is Don not going to be here next week? That's what Don's trying to say. Jennifer McCandless. Hello, Jennifer. Lovely to have you here. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anyone who I said come out and say hi. D&G Sports said, oops, we may or may not have Nurse Nancy as a hammer. It's okay, guys. You're okay. I'm just kidding about
He's
that.
just kidding.
Take it easy. Leanne said, I think Matthew may be a little too old for the Disney cruise. My kid's the same age grew out of it. You can't get in the pools at all. Lots of little kids. Leanne, I will. If I want to get in the pool, I'll get in the pool. I will just roll myself right in that thing with the beer in my hand.
I think he's probably really not into the Disney.
Trevor said, been on Oasis and Allure. I think I'm done with Oasis class ships. Anyone else have thoughts about that?
Why?
Yeah, real quick. Why are you?
Why do you say that? Why are you done? Is it the size or just what's your opinion?
There you go. Can I get to 100 subs with no video? I don't know. Maybe you can, but I don't. Why would you want to, dude? Throw a video out there. Make it happen. Said, where do you book your cruises? We book our cruises right here with Sharon. She has a travel company and she handles the bookings. So that's the deal. If you need to book a cruise, can I get to 100 subs with no video? Then she's the right girl to talk to. Where were we? Yeah, D&G, don't worry, you guys. I'm just teasing about that. Let's catch up a little bit. Albert said, my wife's really shy, but Carol says hi. Hello, Carol Ortiz.
Hello, Carol.
Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you. Did I miss anyone else? Oh, yeah, Blaine said Josh Holcomb is full of energy. He is, man. That's way too much for me. I don't know. He's got enough energy for the room. It's insane. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Life of Favor. Glad to have you guys here. Pleasure to have you and Robin. Again, congrats on the 8K. Keep rocking and rolling it. Just keep doing your thing. You're doing such a good job. Nancy, listen, on the cabin crawl, make sure we need to have treats. Each room has to have some treats.
Oh my God.
And some little snacks. And usually you want them to have some sort of a drink attached to them, but we'll talk about that later. Don't be setting up cabin crawl with a bunch of people that are just going to be offering like stationery or something like that. You know, we need a good time on that one.
Oh my gosh.
So Tweety, good night.
Whatever you want. You don't even have to have It's just a cabin crawl. It's a lot of fun.
This is a group cruise cabin crawl. There's got to be some ground rules.
But
so Tweety, lovely to have you.
Good.
We appreciate it. Hillary, I just really enjoy watching her stuff. So thanks. She is so relaxed and she's so it's so weird. It is so weird that So Tweety watches.
I love her vlogs. I love watching her.
I don't think she's here anymore. Is she here? So Tweety, if you're here, let me know if you're here or not. Just really quick. Just say yes, I'm still here or not. I'll wait a couple minutes to see if she says anything.
Tony said I emailed you guys. If you don't get it, yell at me. Okay, I will.
Hold on, we'll look right now, dude.
I'll look right now. But I'll respond when I get.
Diane said, I'm slow. What's a cruise call? It's a cabin crawl, Diane. So you get about a half dozen people to open up their cabin, and you want different cabins, you know, an interior, a balcony, an aft, a suite, different stuff like that. And you get a group of people together, usually start in one spot, and the group goes from cabin to cabin, looking and checking out cabins that they may not have seen before. So that's the fun part of it. And usually you're drinking, and it's a little bit of a party atmosphere, and you're going along the way, and you're having a good time and doing that kind of thing. I can tell you, can I tell the funny story about that one that we did when the person no-showed and we all went to their cabin?
Oh my gosh, that was
You remember that?
Yeah.
What ship was that? The Miracle?
I don't remember.
What's the ship in our favorite cabin?
Was it that one?
It was that one. Yes. So we did a cabin crawl. I'll give you guys a quick story. Do you guys want a quick story? Let me know if you got time for a quick Jamie story.
Was that on the Was that the Miracle?
I'm pretty sure that it was. And looks like I think Tweety's out of here, so I won't talk about it right now.
No, that was the Magic.
You sure?
I think.
All right. Anyway, here's the deal. So there was a cabin crawl, and a number of people. You commit to having your cabin be part of the cabin crawl, and we did this thing, and there were a lot of people, and there were people that were drinking, having a really good time. Always fun people involved. and one person who was supposed to be there and show their cabin no-showed. Everyone gets to a certain meeting point, and then everyone kind of gets together, and they're like, okay, is so-and-so with cabin, whatever, and everyone says, yeah, we're all here, and then you plan a quick route, like you start from the top of the ship to the bottom, or the aft to the forward, or whatever the case is. So we're on this route, and finally we came to where the next cabin would have been the one where the people no-showed. They didn't show up to host their cabin, even though they committed to it. And the people we were with, like I said, they were drinking, they were having a good time. So one of them is like, I don't care, I'm going to their cabin anyway. And we're like, oh my God. So there's about 25 of us marching through the hallways and the corridors, and we finally get to this one cabin, and we're all standing outside the cabin. Imagine just a hallway full of 25 people. And somebody goes and they knocked on the door of the cabin, and make sure I'm telling the story right. Yeah. They knocked on the door of the cabin.
And a kid answered.
The kid must have been like, what, 10?
I don't know.
10, 12 years old maybe. Not like super little kid, but 10, 12, old enough you could leave the kid in the room. So a kid answers the door. They're in the cabin just hanging out by themselves, probably just watching TV, whatever kids do in the cabin. And I felt so bad. The kid opened the door, and they were like, hi, is so-and-so here? And they're like, no, they're up somewhere. I don't know where they were. They're at the pool. And they're like, okay, listen, let them know. I don't know what they said, but they said something. Let them know that the cabin crawl stopped by, because they were supposed to have us to the room for the cabin crawl. But it was the funniest thing, watching everyone knocking. We're waiting for these people to open the door, and then a poor kid opened the door like, what the hell is this? There's 25 people in the hallway. It's crazy. So anyway, there you go. Professor Eno, have a great night.
Good night.
We appreciate it.
Oh, and Tony, I got your email, so I will respond.
Boom, there you go.
Later.
Jeremy Wilson said, I just cracked a beer. I'm good for the story. Cabin crawl reminds me to do a bar crawl. And
yeah, it's kind of like
and Reykjavik, my cruise overnight there, and it doesn't get dark in summer there either. That'd be weird. Albert, you're welcome for saying hi to your wife. Tell her don't be embarrassed. We're all embarrassed the first time. Now that she's part of the crew, she can come right in and have a good time. Let's see. See, people are like my stationary thing. They like the idea of it.
His wife, Teresa.
Eddie says, I shouldn't book the group cruise. I'll get Jamie and the boys in too much trouble. We're big kids, but Teresa, I appreciate your concern, but I can get myself in plenty of trouble on a cruise. Sharon, there's a few stories, isn't there?
Oh, and Nurse Nancy said pineapple moonshine. Wow, that's interesting. That sounds good. Where do I find that? I don't know where you find that, Nancy. I don't know.
Yeah, really.
You gotta make it. Don't you make that?
Yeah, talk to Eddie Moonshine. If you need moonshine, where do you go? You go to the guy with the name Moonshine in his name.
And then how are you gonna get that on the ship?
Yes, we'll tell you how. I mean, we don't have any idea how. Sorry. Nancy, Gardettos are a must. Oh,
we may have some too.
Yes, we might have some Gardettos too.
We are gonna have.
Hold on, easy. Don't give it away. Somebody at Carnival could be listening.
Lifesavers.
Someone could be listening.
Well, so?
We're gonna have Lifesaver martinis for our cabin crawl. Lifesaver martinis. That's all we're gonna tell you. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be on the up and up. You can get alcohol in your room, so don't worry about that.
But new invention.
Let's see what else. Eddie Moonshine said, I would have told the kid your dad wants me to grab all the alcohol. We were a wild bunch. Carnival did not like the amount of people grouping in the halls. Carnival restricts them now. DJ Cruiser said, yeah, they can definitely put that on you.
Yeah, if you're really rowdy, you know.
Let's see. Captain Table MDR said, hey guys, what do you think of the police officers being asked to leave the Starbucks in Tempe? Crazy, or is it just me? I don't know, dude. I don't know about the story, but I'll have to research it.
I haven't heard about that.
You mean because the people in Starbucks didn't like police officers, or was it because they carried a firearm and Starbucks is supposed to be no firearm? Or I don't know the details, but I'll check it out and I'll let you know. Tony Martin says, especially at craps. Yeah, man, we'll play some craps. That is the funniest thing. Tony enjoys playing craps that we met on the ship, and I didn't see him at the craps table once. I think they're a little more of a late night crowd than we were. We were in bed fairly early on the cruise, and maybe that's because we had the kids with us and the rest of the family or something like that.
Was it that early?
Well, we weren't in the casino late night. It was
after midnight.
Yeah, but that was like we were wrapping up at the Alchemy Bar at 11:30, at 11:30,
actually,
then getting something to eat and going to bed.
Usually we don't hang out at the Alchemy Bar, but this cruise, two of the nights we kind of hung out there till late in the evening.
Big G and Snuggle said, "Are you gonna have German beer in your cabin? German beer. I'll bring some German beer. I enjoyed some tasty German beer at the German Pavilion in Epcot, and that was great." Tony Martin said, "Lifesavers." What's lifesavers?
As a candy.
Yeah,
Candy.
yeah. So Diana,
gummy lifesavers.
on the group cruise, you try to have something in your.
It's like gummy bears, but
yes,
it's a lifesaver.
If you do a cabin crawl, you try to have something in your cabin as a treat for people, a snack, something to eat. And a lot of people try to serve some kind of an alcoholic deal. And one popular thing is to take candies and soak them in alcohol, so people can eat the candy and it's candy soaked. And lifesavers, they're gummy lifesavers though, not the traditional like fresh in my breath lifesaver. And they soak it up. The gummies soak in the alcohol, and they're delicious and very popular.
Yeah, we've done that a couple times, and we put them in little medicine cups, and it's kind of fun.
Natasha S. said, "We just watched the Cruisy Awards, and that brought me here. Congrats." Well, thank you. I'm glad you saw that. You see, we have the Cruisy Award right up here. If you can see over Sharon's head. I think you can see it right up there. Yeah, I can't. I'm looking at the screen. There it is. My video is a little bit delayed that I'm watching here to make sure we're not freezing up.
Jennifer said lifesavers equals hard candies. Oh, not the hard lifesavers, the gummy lifesavers.
Yes, Jennifer. Tony, we have not done fish extenders. We heard them, but I think we've only heard of them on Disney.
That's a Disney thing.
So we haven't gone that route before. Let's see. We need to do that on Carnival ships. That's what Tony Martin said. So cool. Got to run. Griff. Oh, no wonder Griff is here late tonight. Dude, thanks a lot for being here. We appreciate it. He's probably been editing on one hand, and I know that dude. He's editing on one hand and typing on another and trying to comment and stuff. Yummy, Jamie. I'm so slow and out of touch. Don't worry, Diane. We weren't really sure of it as well, and we had to research some the first time we did it. But when we did it, we were the life of the cabin crawl. People loved us. So it was awesome. All right, it's 8:17 now. It's been 2 hours. It's 11:17 on the East Coast. 128 people are still here. You guys are insane. Thank you so much for being here.
So let's just, why don't we tell people what we have coming up next week till...
Roxy Dunlap has a question. The Cruisy Awards, there's a really, really fun channel called The Claykowskis. The Claykowskis. T-H-E and then K-L-A-Y-K-O-W-S-K-I-S. The Claykowskis. And that's John Claykowski, for lack of a better last name. Nobody knows why I said that, but he knows why, so don't worry about it. John Claykowski has that channel. He and his really good buddy, his best friend, his neighbor, do a show on Wednesday nights now called The Ship Show. And they put together a very cool edited cruise award show called The Cruisies, where they made up these little awards. And we won the, what was the award that we won? Lifetime Achievement Award we won for the show. But if you go to the Claykowski's channel, make sure you subscribe when you do, guys. I'd really appreciate you doing that. Make sure when you watch the video of the Cruisies, just say Sharon@Sea sent me. And that way he'll know, and then he will know the power of the Sharon@Sea cruise crew as you all converge on his Cruisy Awards. So go on there, view the video. I'll save. Listen, there's a lot of great creators on there, so you'll definitely find some new people to watch and enjoy. But I'll save you the suspense. We are at the end of the video, so you can definitely kind of bounce through till the end if you just want to see us, or watch the whole 45 minutes to an hour show. It's a blast. Including Nurse Nancy. Nurse Nancy's on there too. She's one of the first recipients, so check her out for that. She's like Newcomer of the Year award. It was great. So go check them out and have a lot of fun with that. And that's the Cruisy Award.
It's very entertaining.
We're very nice, good friends with those guys.
It's a great thing just to sit down, hang out, do nothing.
That's right.
Once a week.
I should say York's name because I go, John and his friend, his best friend. But he does have a name. His name is York Ragsdale. But apparently he had something better to do tonight than watch our little live show. So we'll talk to him later. Yes, Trevor said the Claykowskis rock. There you go. So go check them out, guys. Give them a subscribe. We love them. Oh my God, my first time watching Claykowskis too, and it was awesome. Love the community support. That's what Natasha said, for sure. Hello, Ashley Elliott. You just got here. We're about to wrap it up. Come on.
Hi, Ashley.
Do you have a recipe for the gummies? DC810 said.
Well, not really a recipe, but it's just the gummy lifesavers, and then you pour a bunch of vodka in it, and you let them soak a few hours. If you can let them soak, sometimes overnight's good, but you need them. They need to soak at least probably 3 or 4 or 5 hours to expand really big so that they have the vodka in them. So.
Yes.
Oh, we did the last time we did that. We bought the gummy lifesavers that have the swirly colors. They're like a sour. I forget what they're called. They're the sour ones.
They were amazing.
And those were really good. Yeah.
They were amazing. All right. D&J Sports Idea, the Klikowskis are really fun.
Yeah.
All right, so is that it? Are we wrapping it up? It's 8:20?
Yeah.
Is that everything?
Yep. So.
Okay, so what have we learned tonight, Sharon? What have we
What have we
learned?
learned?
What have we learned tonight?
I don't know what we've learned.
Did we cover everything we want to talk about?
We can. What's coming this week is we have a couple. Well, we have a couple more little things to tie up with the Symphony of the Seas that may be out sometime this week, if not next week, which will be like our ship tour and a comparison between Guy's Burger and Johnny Rockets.
Mm.
I know we're still promised everyone a pizza review. We're working on that. Matthew's having a little trouble because he it's the only time he's eaten, I guess, pizza on a Royal Caribbean ship. He really didn't have pizza that much. He only had it a couple times. So he's trying to put something together, but he's, we'll see.
Yeah, right.
You'll get something, but
Listen,
it's just hard because he really didn't eat a lot.
You're
Sorrentos.
stumbling through it. Yes. The bottom line is that Matthew's very particular when it comes to talking about pizza. It's not serious, but he takes it serious. Like, he doesn't go out of his way to do a review, but when he does it, it really means something to him, and he takes it seriously. And the fact is that he barely really ate any Sorrentos. We were on the Inspiration. He probably had about 25 slices of pizza minimum. I'm not even kidding you, minimum.
And
He had 9 in the first day. He had 9.
Yeah.
And probably even more than that. He had 9 by dinner time.
Part of it was the location. It
Yeah.
just wasn't a convenient location for him for what he was doing to go get the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what he can put together for you. So that'll probably be coming down the road. We also have our inspiration vlogs that'll be coming out this week. Starting by the end of the week, you should have the first one. We should have the first one out.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have those daily tip videos for a while. I'm gonna try to put those out over the next few weeks. We'll see how many a week I can get out.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have going on? That's about it.
Yes.
And we're looking at cruises ourselves, so we'll let you know when we plan some more cruises. And I know, actually, someone had asked me before. It was through an email about when we're going to Hawaii. So those of you who have been around a while, you may have remembered when we did a live show.
Oh yeah.
And we had the globe, and we spun the globe, and we said this is the place we're going to go first, cruise tour first or whatever in 2021, and we landed on Hawaii. So we haven't forgotten that. We probably will still do Hawaii in 2021, but it will not be a cruise. It'll be a land vacation, because I just feel like Hawaii is much better. I've been there once before, and I just feel like it's a much better experience on a land vacation versus a cruise. Plus the waters going over and everything are kind of rough. I don't want to get seasick, and I think.
Oh, don't be scared.
I think a land. So anyway, so sometime in 2021 we'll be doing a little Hawaii land.
Oh my God! Did you see that? We're 199 thumbs up.
Too.
You guys, thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Is there anyone out there who may not have hit the thumbs up button that could? And one person retracted their thumbs down. We had 4, and now they're at 3. Thank you so much. Turn that frown upside down, if you know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Oh my God! We just went to 201. That's it.
All right.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank
you.
All right. Guitar will bring out the thumbs up for sure, Jamie. I also like the Sharon cam. See, a lot of people are calling for the Sharon cam. I'll talk to Sharon about that. We'll see if we can bring it back again.
All right, we'll see.
She didn't like the fact that the camera was in her face and she had to turn her head, and it was just weird.
It was just a weird. I don't know. I just thought it was.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. It's still amazing to think that there were well over 200 people here earlier tonight. You guys are tremendous. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, having a drink with us, and it's just like
martini's gone.
Good for you. So is mine. I know that's not a martini glass, but I had a little. Sharon had a 40 as a new 20, and I just went a little bit old school with the standard martini. And if anyone's wondering, we were using Kettle One vodka tonight.
Oh.
Just for, there you go. Good
I'm sure
time.
everyone was worried about that.
Wow, now there's 207. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for
Ruth
the
Thalman
likes.
is here. I didn't see her before.
Yeah, Ruth's been here a little bit. She
Hi,
threw a few
Ruth.
comments out there. Annette Thalman's in the house. Tommy Judko, my next cruise on Norwegian Encore. It's special because it's our 19th ever sailing.
Oh.
Dude, that'll be great. Are we not on the Encore?
Yeah, we're in January.
We're in the Encore in January. When are you guys going, Tommy?
When are you going? Oh, wait. Oh, it's not next year. Yeah, when are you going, Tommy? I know it comes out, I think, in November.
Yes. There's a couple little talk about the guitar. Maybe let's just bring down the guitar for. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. No.
Maybe Jamie will post.
Jamie's not posting.
Maybe he'll play the guitar. I'll post on the cruise.
Jamie is a mediocre
join
on his
the
best
cruise
day
crew.
guitar player.
He'll play guitar on the cruise crew.
Yes. All right. So guys, thanks for joining us. If you're here watching and you're not subscribed, do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button. You got nothing to lose. You'll see some cool cruise content. You'll be reminded if we go live again, because if you're here now, it must not have been the worst experience ever. So thanks for watching. So do us a favor, subscribe, hit the reminder button, hit the notification bell so you see when we have new stuff coming out. Check us out on Facebook at sharonatsea Cruise Crew. Again, that's sharonatsea Cruise Crew. And join us over there. If you're cruising with kids and you want information about cruising with kids, look for a cruise group called Cruising Carnival with Kids. Cruising Carnival with Kids. There's a few out there that are similar, but none like this. This is the original. 15,000 practically people are involved in this group. And when you go on there, you'll know you're in the right one, because there will be a pinned post that will be a video that includes myself, Sharon, and Matthew. So you'll know you're in the right spot.
And also, it does have the word carnival in there, but if you're into any cruise line,
you'll learn a lot.
You can post things about other cruise lines. People won't really kick you out, say anything. There's a lot of people in there that will answer your questions. So you can bring any questions from any cruise line there.
Dilly, Derek and Gregory at D&G Explorers. Go check them out as well. They're great guys, and they talk a lot about Disney and cruising. Anything else we missed? And again, search in Google Sharon at Sea space and just write Spreadshirt.
It's in the link below.
That's the easiest way to access it, and get yourself some Sharon at Sea swag. Next Monday night, we're announcing the big winner of the 10K giveaway. Although we're at 13K now, but whatever. It's the 10K giveaway from a few weeks ago, and so stay tuned for that next week. Big announcement, big winner.
We will be giving that away.
We will tell you the correct answers, and we'll figure that out. Should we read the answers and give the correct ones?
Well, yeah, of course.
So, Leanne says she loves kettle or goose. Leanne, how about sometime we all get together and drink some kettle or goose, huh? We got to make that happen.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes.
And read the questions and talk.
So do that first, and then tell people who had the most right?
Well, and then if there's more than one that's tied, then we're going to draw the name. So we'll have that ready to draw the name also.
That is correct.
Matthew will be drawing the name.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll do the spin thing or not, or if he'll just draw a name. We'll see.
That's right. We'll see what happens. Yes, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for everything. We love you. Have a great night. It's a solid hour, 2.5 hour live show tonight. That's not shabby at all. You guys keep us here, and we love chatting with you. And is that all we have? I don't even have any cool, any stuff on the OBS or anything to show. So that's it. How do we look? I haven't even looked at us tonight. Did you guys see my shirt?
Oh, yeah, we showed him at the beginning. Oh, you can't really see it unless you stand up, though.
Sharon at Sea Cruise Crew. How cool is this shirt?
Yeah.
Would you guys want to see this shirt? Would you want this shirt? Would you wear this shirt? I guess that's the question. Let us know. Where can they get that shirt yet? Or is this a pre-production?
This is
one of a kind.
Trial. But I think I want to get a tank top with that on it. With
I think people would like to buy that shirt.
I think.
Let us know if you guys are interested in that. All right, and we're gonna get lanyards going here shortly. We will post and let you know when they come out. They're gonna be $50 a piece.
Oh my God.
There's a gold-plated, 14 karat. No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
No, but I'm gonna try to order a few more colors and things too.
There you go. All right, guys. So that's it. It's a wrap. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. And have a great night. And until next time.
We will see you next week.
And
happy cruising.
Peace out.